Rise up! That's right!
Don't know why you play hard to get. I'm here to kiss away any thoughts of regret. A silk tie from Sigh shows elegance and class. Handsome as the heavens that a film would never cast. But underneath the mask I see the skin of a man. Smooth and seductive, who's really got a plan. It's drawing me in magnetically to you. You haven't got forever, but I got that too. All it costs is just a minute now. For $1 you can show me how. I'll take your hand and then your worries too. In just one dance I'll make your dreams come true. Your dreams come true. I'll make your dreams come. I'll make your dreams come. I'll make your dreams come true. I like the smoke on your fire, smoldering endless desire. How long will your flame burn?
So, I saw one person in chat who identified what the song is from. Which, if you know, you know. But if you don't know, it's a nice song, isn't it? It's a nice song. Thank you, by the way, Piles, with the $50. Thank you very much.
All it costs is just a minute now. For $1 you can show me how. I'll take your hand and then your worries too. In just one dance I'll make your dreams come true. All it costs is just a minute now. For $1 you can show me how. I'll take your hand and then your worries too. In just one dance I'll make your dreams come true.
Well, hello, chat members. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Howdy. This was going to be a bit of a longer stream. This was going to be Gooners in general, as well as this main event person that we're looking at. But, you know, I have plans later. I gotta go watch a Neil Breen movie, so, you know, rather than kill myself tonight, I've decided to just split this into maybe 2 streams. So today we're going to be looking just at the Gooners, the giggly Goonclown situation, and some of the logs, and some of the stuff like that. And I don't know how long that'll necessarily take us, but there's definitely going to be some interesting discourse on this stream. A lot of people in chat don't know what a Gooner is, which means you fucking have no chance of knowing what this situation is about. The reason why I jumped at this when I saw this. A friend of mine showed me about the Lanza video, calling giggly Goonclown like the most degenerate lolcow on the internet, and I was like, oh, okay, there's Speed Racer. And then immediately I was told, yeah, there's like zoophilia, pedophilia, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, at least he's in the running. Because it's like, you know, it's a lot to say that, but, you know, there are a few prerequisites for somebody to be the most disturbing lolcow out there, because there's quite a list now. It's like, I don't know if this guy, I don't think he's worse than Nick Bait, but there's a lot of debate. And more than that, well, you know what, it's best to just get out, well, okay, first of all, what is a gooner? Before we get into any of the individual stuff that's happening, what is a gooner? A gooner is a person, and I was saying before, I have, a friend of mine told me about this situation, but when I saw the, like, goon thing, I'm like, oh, this is something I've been wanting to discuss on this channel for a while. It's difficult to do that, because it is very sexual in nature, porn-related in nature, jerking-off-related, and yeah, you know, it's not something I can quite easily show on YouTube, so I'm gonna have to figure out how I show, like, the subreddits for all of this, which that'll be on the next stream about this that I do. That might be the very next stream I do. It might be tomorrow, it might be another time, but there will be another stream where we look at generalized gooners. But essentially, yeah, gooners are people that lock themselves in their you know, goon caves, covered in, like, sexy lady posters and screens, like a fucking Batman Batcave computer, like 15 screens that all have, like, Riley Reid and Lexi Bell on them, and they go on Reddit and they make, like, gooner captions that are, like, those, like, mind break, like, what do you call them, like, the psycho trance thing where you're supposed to look at it and it, like, hypnotizes you into being like a sissy hypno, that kind of thing. It's basically, they make, like, sissy hypno shit, but instead of it necessarily being sissy hypno, it'll be like, yeah, keep gooning forever, goon for me, edge all day, yeah, sex, where's the sex Doge Twinkie when you need it, really? But yeah, this is a group of people that I've wanted to look into. They cross over heavily with, like, the celebrity thing. So there's a lot of people on Reddit who are, like, who have, like, goon caves dedicated to Billie Eilish or whatever. And then, you know, it really only gets worse. There are, you know, goon caves now. This person that we're looking at is a person who specifically gets off on is allegedly, I mean, as far as we can tell, gets off on specifically, like, goon caption videos that, like, I don't know, dare him to be a pedophile. So, like, gooner caption hypno videos that are like, yeah, jerk off to child, like, that kind of thing. So, I mean, we're gonna get into that. The thing is, there is an unavoidable layer. I was about to discuss this earlier, but we had to get into what a gooner is. The measure of a gooner. There is an unavoidable layer to this, which is, I'm just going to say, yeah, so you know how Jonathan Yaniv is like the person that people point to as, like, oh yes, you know, not all trans people are crazy, but every now and then there is that one Jonathan Yaniv type of person who is the like dictionary definition of, it's like everything you've ever heard of somebody going into bathrooms to prey on little girls. Yeah, that's Jonathan Yaniv. Well, as it turns out, there's at least a few people in the world like that. Where, you know, very unfortunate for other people who are, you know, trans, who are not, actually groomers. Because as it turns out, there is, in fact, I don't know what better way to say this other than this is the one example that proves all of those, like, Ben Shapiro type of people right. Maybe, certainly not across the board, but it's a very uncomfortable situation of, oh yeah, this is a trans-themed child grooming ring of people who are into grooming people into not just like regular child grooming, but like specifically grooming them into taking HRT and shit like that. So, difficult to get around that, basically. We're gonna get into it. But yeah, it's kind of... There's kind of the unavoidable truth there that, I don't know what that says. I don't know. We're gonna look into it here. Let me open the thing. Thank you to all the super chat people. Big thanks to Piles and everybody else. I appreciate it. We're gonna be reading those later. But for now, I mean, there's no better screen cap to start this with, really, than, hang on, can I zoom in even more? Hang on. I can a little bit, yeah, that works. Okay, so there's no better way to start off these logs, than, with these screen caps here. This is kind of in order. I spent the last, like, hour or something finding these screen caps. Credit to the Kiwi Farms, apparently also Soy Jack Party, who I think might be responsible for those Soy Jack Kids videos, which is very funny, but... yeah, Kiwi Farms, they had, a lot of this info. I had to go, there's a few other sites I don't remember. I think there's like a Soy Jack wiki or something. But, yeah, mostly got a lot of the stuff from Kiwi Farms, so shoutouts to them, yeah, I mean, the logs are all available. It's being advised that people do not download the actual Discord archives of, Goonman. I guess also before we get into the logs, I should, like, explain the lore. I guess this guy was... First of all, yeah, I am gonna be saying guy, because he literally says at one point in one of the screen caps, like, haha, yes, I am just a trans woman sneaking into bathrooms to groom your kids. Like, he literally says that. So, like, I just don't... I'm sorry, I just don't care. Yeah, I guess this guy was found by, like, fucking Soy Jack Party or something, which is like a Chan board type thing. And I don't know exactly I don't know all of the lore. You can go watch the Lanza video if you want more detailed stuff. This is just kind of, we're going through the logs. We're having an opinion as we look at it. We deign to have opinions. But yeah, he became like a small-time lolcow, who then started to sort of push his fucking luck a little bit. And he was like on Twitter, I know, on Twitter he was like, ooh woo, I look at loli, ooh woo, and he was like gooning on main, and yeah, sending people weird video. There was a video of him jerking off while making like ahegao faces, while also, yeah, well, yeah, $5 from free willy-nilly. The fact that the clown music made entirely of farts in one of GC's videos, specifically one of him, almost made me laugh is concerning. Well, yeah. The guy is into clowns and farts, and, you know, he's into, like, humiliation. And so another element to this before we get into any of it, another element is that, yeah, this is another... The guy even looks visually kind of like Dominic... What's his name? The guy who was like, oh, Daddy, I want your attention, Daddy. What was the guy's name? It was Cyrus. I want to be with you, Cyrus. That guy who was like drooling everywhere, you might remember. He's very similar to that guy. He looks the same, and it is this like, please, ooh, bully me kind of fucking thing. Which, you know, again, it's like once, I mean, I have to say this so often, but like, it's like the fucking slogan of the channel now. It's like, it comes full circle to old 4chan. Ironic shitposting is still shitposting, motherfucker. Just because you're pulling a Freeside thug and you're merely pretending when you're going out there talking about how much you love, you know, child pornography. Like, yeah, I don't care that you think you're joking. You know, that it no longer really matters. And the whole, like, you know, there's always the people who are like, oh, but he's looking for attention, bro. It's like, well, Does that matter? It's like, when you're Mr. Girl, does that matter? And speaking of misters, I should have included Mr. Beast in this thumbnail, because this fucking story goes all the way to the top. There's Hollywood connections, quite literally. There's connections to Mr. Beast. People that I have heard of vaguely through other things that I didn't care about, like other stories that I had heard about, and I'm like, oh yeah, like I vaguely know that person. They show up in this, including but not limited to somebody who knows Mr. Beast. So this is wild stuff. If you've seen the Lanza video, you've seen about it, and we're about to get into all of it. So yeah, I was hyping up this screen cap. This is the first one. No better first screen cap to read to really break the ice on the uncomfortableness of this situation. Because I am somebody who believes that, you know, I do not believe that all people who are trans are groomers or were groomed or whatever the going thought is. I think it's really easy to find, you know, examples of crazy people, especially that fucking ranch, or this, or Chris Chan. There's lots of examples, but, I mean, you know, I hate to be that guy, but if we want to get technical, there's a lot of examples of straight white men who went crazy. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm just saying, there's examples, anywhere you look, there's examples of, like, crazy people. And so to say that this is, that this reflects on, you know, all trans people, if you're coming in here and you're doing the whole, it's not okay to misgender her, like, I don't know about that. You can probably not defend this person, but, like, but all that to say, the first screen cap here from Giggly Goonclown, I shouted trans rights while coming to a kid the other day. Fuck. I remember the first time, from Giggly Goonclown here, I remember the first time I nutted to a child and didn't get upset about it after. It felt so good. So, you know, yes. There's an unavoidable nature to what we're discussing today. There are some hard truths to I just like the first chat I see is just the Tony Kornheiser. It's time. Oh, you threw us in the deep end. Oh, why wouldn't I? Like I said, this great first message to show. This is somewhat structured. I put this together in a bit of an order. But, yeah, no, again, it's like, I don't know, there's definitely a discourse to be had here. I mean, like, we have to come to terms with there are indeed trans people grooming kids. Like, that's out there. That is out there. I don't know that it's nearly as big of a problem as people are making it out to be, but it certainly is happening. Evidently. Or this is all just a fucking psyop or something. I'm not sure how much we can take this even seriously. But it's like, again, if you're just... It's either this person is just lying for attention and this is the way they chose to do it and, like, they're still insane, or you're just being completely illegitimate, in which case, well, everybody... I mean, the guy's docs is out. We're not going to be getting into any of that, but people have been... Let's just say sending a little more than pizzas to his house. I think the police have been alerted. But, yeah. How about that? You can't take the blinders off. Put a clown nose on the Sangi. I think, actually, no, wait, I think I do have a clown Sangi. Wait, hang on. Where is it? I know I have it here somewhere. I have had to use the clown Sangi before. It's somewhere. I'm gonna look for it for at least a few seconds. God damn it. God damn it. Oh, I'm not gonna find the clown Sangi. So if I just look up clown, what do I get? God damn it! God damn it! Oh, I've got every log from Sangi. Oh, what a fucking shame, dude. What a fucking shame. I knew I had a clown Sangi somewhere. But it's just gone now. And now Explorer has crashed on me. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Well, yeah. Let me see. Let's see. The next screen cap is, I've been trying to stop worrying. I guess this is what gay guys felt like 100 years ago. If anyone finds out I'm dead, you know, that sort of thing. That thought comes into my mind a lot. I've tried to quit so many times, but it's just not possible. And Giggly Goonclown says, I'm a pedophile and I'm proud of it. I'm a pedophile, that's okay. I fuck a goon to kids in my house all day. I don't know. Yes. Okay. Well, the next one is troubling. The next one is indeed a little troubling. Posting cringe, bro. We'll work on the lyrics. We'll work on I'm a happy member of NAMBLA all day. I don't know, something like that. People like this should not be walking around freely. I mean, it's astonishing how little the police often do about things like this. I mean, there's a lot of stuff where, like, a lot of people will probably, the cops will probably look at this like they've been alerted. And a lot of them are probably going to just be like, oh, well, you know, this isn't in our jurisdiction, so it doesn't matter. This is on the internet, so I don't know. Like, there's a lot of excuses that the cops often use to, like, get out of things. I've been listening to Last Podcast on the Left for a long time, and I was listening to the Carla Homolka episode. I think it was that one, where Marcus was just like, yeah, we have to acknowledge that the Canadian police are just some of the laziest fucking police in the world. Like, just there's so many, there's like they've covered so many examples of, like, people that were obviously committing crimes that the cops are like, oh, we don't want to cause trouble for him, Derry. Oh, we don't want to go knocking up his door. That's not fair to him. Oh, don't you know? And it's similar to this, like, a lot of the time, like with Marco Diaz, where people are pleading with the police, like, can you do something about him? And he's just like, well, there's nothing you could do. There's no expectation of privacy in public. He's allowed to film your children's feet. Like, they you know, they don't give a shit. They often don't give a shit. But yeah, people are alerting the police and everything. Imagine being Canadian. Yeah, I can't imagine. I see Peeping Sangi has gone into hiding. Well, if I still had the... I mean, hang on. You know what? Hang on. We can build a better Sangi. You know, because... Okay. Okay, we don't need Neil. Okay. Okay. We need Sangi. But, hang on. Okay. Okay. Just go to pictures here. Turn that Sangi clown into a Squid clown. Turn that Sangi clown into a Squid clown. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, that's exactly what I wanted, chat. Perfect. That's so good. That is so good. Alright, Clown Sangi's not happening. What a shame. I did not come prepared. But yeah, scrolling along. This is one of the more disturbing ones, so let me just, you know. And when I say disturbing, there's a thing about that, because, like, I don't know. There's a chillingness to stuff like this, especially with Snake Thing, because you know that those people actually got up to a lot of the crimes that they were talking about. There are a lot of people on the internet who are just edgelords. So, a lot of the time reading words on the internet is not super chilling to me or scary. Like, it's just this guy saying this stuff, you know, we don't know. But, I don't know, to whatever extent just reading somebody's words on the internet can be chilling based on what we know about the guy. Here's the next posts. Giggly Goonclown posts missingkids.org link and says, someone just got their very own rape sleeve, with the heart emoji. And then follows it up with, almost 30 days, and they're still missing. I wonder if they're tied up somewhere. Mouth duct taped shut with all of that happening. Or if they're already in pieces in a dump somewhere. Heart emoji. And, you know, I guess it's because I have read Snake Thing. And I know that those people are guilty of a lot of very bad things, to the point that Snake Thing is still in jail, I'm pretty sure, and will probably be in prison forever. Not jail, prison. He is in prison, and he will stay in prison for at least a very long time. So knowing that, I don't know, having come face to face with people who actually are like this, there's every chance that this person I mean, again, it really doesn't matter if they're just doing this for attention. These are all private Discord messages anyway. That's another thing. People like hacked his fucking Discord or something, and these are private messages from over the course of like the last few years. You can see this is from 2022. This is from 2023. And so, like, this is over the course of years. And there is an excuse, there is an explanation for all this later on in the screen caps, don't worry. But, I don't know, it's very difficult to assume this is even, I mean, maybe he's looking for edgy attention with, like, his friend group, but it's like, it is, again, it's like the snake thing people. Like, even if you have to assume that some people maybe were just there, like, some people try to say Key-rah was just there. Oh, he was just being edgy or whatever. He fell in with the wrong crowd. He wasn't like those people. He was just there to post the edgy memes or whatever. Whatever cope people have about Key-rah and some of the other people in that group. It is still like, why would you want these people to be your friend? So the only real excuse that he has in this scenario, well, there is the excuse that he does use, which comes later, but the only excuse that he actually would have here is that, well, I was just doing this to be edgy. I just desperately wanted a group of pedophiles to be my friend, I guess. Either that, or this is just completely genuine. So there's like not really or these like logs are fake, but yeah, I mean, speaking of the logs, the logs are available. You can apparently download the logs. It's not recommended that you do, because apparently there's illicit materials that were shared. So probably don't do that. Don't do that. But, you know, these are some of the screen caps of such things. And so, like, yeah, materials were being shared, and this was over the course of years. I think you have to just come down on this was entirely genuine. This is just a group of pedophiles, and they've been outed. So I mean, moving on beyond all of that, yeah, uncomfortable stuff. Fargo cops, great. One message says great stuff, and the next says, oh god, this is vile. And then some people are just spamming all of our channel member emojis. Remember to sign up as a channel member. Okay, somebody in chat is saying, ew, is it weird that I'm a kid and I'm watching this? Yes, go, leave. I'm hiding you from this channel, chat member. You are no longer allowed to be on this chat member. Go, grow up and then come here. Yes, do not be here. That's not acceptable. And at the very least, learn to... Look, we were all young on the internet, but we learned to pretend that we were born in 1900, okay? You don't... Good God. So yes, no, do not be here. Do not be here. Depravity is depravity regardless of motive. Well, yes, indeed. But I'm just saying that there's the smallest chance that somebody like this would go, oh, but I was just being edgy, you know, that kind of thing. And it's like, maybe these things that he's saying aren't genuine, but again, there's stuff being shared, and again, you know, over the course of years, I don't think you can really assume that. I always try to be like a little bit, oh, maybe this is fake, maybe whatever, you know, I guess there is a chance that the logs are faked, but you would have had to pull a Dan Olsen and, like, surreptitiously upload illicit materials to these logs to fake him having done this or whatever, I don't know, but I think that's part of the excuse later. So moving along, this is a chat between Ooh and Giggly Goonclown. Ooh says, give me all that pedo cum. Giggly Goonclown says, bro, I'm serious, I'm such a hardcore pedophile. Giggly Goonclown says, my friends and family have no idea. Couldn't muster the strength to tell my therapist. I just nut to, this stuff in my goon prison all day. Well, you know, it's good that you're accustomed to the prison life. I get triggered by the tiniest fucking reminder that, that certain things exist, you know? That I just don't need to say all of that, necessarily. I'm constantly taking risks and clicking on things and talking to perverts. I have no idea how I haven't been arrested yet. I'm sure so are the Tucson police. Ooh over here is like, that's great, bro. I've given up on stopping, says Giggly Goonclown. 6 years of pissing cum to kids and then crying over it immediately. I'm a fucking pedophile. This is the opposite of Cyrax. This is every Cyrax stream where he goes, I'm not a fucking pedophile, matey. This is the opposite of that. It's great. Giggly Goonclown. There's no giving up on my fucking deep pedo mental programming. That's another part, is like being mind broken, being mentally programmed. Like this is pretty much apex degeneracy. Like this is just like the thing of like somebody who has become so desensitized to like porn and they need to keep getting stuff that's more extreme. I mean, I want to say that, but he also goes into detail about how he was molested as a kid, so there's, you know, that's possibly part of it. Yeah, I don't know, chat. Let me see here. How does it get worse? Is also the opposite of Smash Bandicoot. Oh yeah, this is kind of similar, I guess. All of us are so on the list from this. I mean, at least we have a good excuse. We're just learning. What we got here? Okay. Memno sign, because I think what you're doing with the HRT there is so amazing. Turning cute boys into feminized girls. And then there's a bunch of emojis, and he says, I love it. I've made a few gooners take HRT, maybe 6 or 7 now. So, I mean, like, this... You almost... Like, I almost want to believe that this is faked. I guess it's possible. This is so on the nose. Like, this is like if you were just... Like, this is essentially these messages might as well just say, like, wow, I love being trans and grooming children. I am so happy to be, like, you can't be more on the nose than this. And it makes me wonder, because spoilers, the excuse later is something like Iranian Republican super hackers or whatever the fuck. And so, like, yeah, like, I don't know. This is too crazy, isn't it? Just being this fucking brazen. I mean, shit, dog. I'm here and I'm upset about this behavior from a clown. That's right, Zara. That's right, Zara. This is an untimely clown, an unseemly clown, who's bringing bad juju to your name or something. I don't know. Okay, and now we have this is going on. Roblox Gooner. Fuck, her cute little body is making me leak. And I guess this is like a victim in Roblox. Look at even the Roblox character is fucking terrifying. Like, how did they make this Roblox Lego person look like a monster from Vampire Bloodlines? I don't know. It looks like a Nosferatu. Got to Chinatown, by the way. Apparently the whole rest of the game sucks, so that's a shame. It's always a shame. Like, I was enjoying myself. I got to Chinatown. I'm like, yeah, I should really watch a review from, like, Grimbeard or whatever. See what people say about... Oh, you mean I'm past the good part of the game? Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. He goes into some of this a little bit here. There's a video he links. Me when transphobic little girls ask me what I'm doing in the woman's restroom when I'm obviously a woman. So... yeah, like, again, this has to be fake, right? I mean, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. There's reasons to assume that it isn't. We'll get to that a bit. I think we might even just, I might even just watch some of the Lanza video on stream, because it's a good video. There's some stuff in that I didn't have here. I don't know where he got that. Maybe he looked at the logs. I don't know, but there's some good stuff in that video. We might look at some of that because there's a little bit more context there. But you know, we got a ways to go here. And yeah, this is just such an obvious, like, me when transphobic little girls ask me what I'm doing in the women's restroom when I'm obviously a woman. Like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure that these are real logs, but goddamn, if that is the parody of what you would say if you were trying to like pin this shit on like the trans boogeyman grooming cult or whatever. Which it's like it is a shame when stuff like this happens, because I mean this is a story. This is stuff that deserves to be talked about. This is stuff that, but then it's like, is Ben Shapiro gonna show up and make this a matter of all trans people doing this? I mean, like, again, I don't mean to be that guy, but if all trans people are doing this, then are all white guys like school shooters? I don't think so. Probably not. You know, I think everybody's kind of individuals, but yeah, we are looking to, I mean, if this is real, we are directly looking in the face a trans child grooming cult. And I just don't know. I just don't know what to tell you, Chad. Like I don't know what because it's not even just this guy. There's almost a cult sort of thing surrounding this. Giggly Goonclown is just a small fish in a big pond. There are bigger fish that show up later. This is somebody says this is unhinged. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this was fake, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was real. Yeah, that's kind of the thing, right? Like, I feel like for somebody to have faked this would be, in my opinion, just as insane as any of this. Like, that would be like Filmarillion levels of like, haha, we made multiple years of Discord logs and like illegal materials being shared as a joke. Like it's basically what I've already said about this guy. It doesn't really matter if the motive is like, haha, we're just trolling or whatever. So, I mean, I don't think that's what it is, though. I mean, I think the Occam's razor here is this is just real. I mean, this is just real. They just are this blatant about it. Scrolling down a little more. What do we got here? Asbestos over here. I finally have an actual desktop. Let me light my joint here. Got stable diffusion, says Asbestos. Gooned to middle schoolers with massive gigaboobs for hours. And then Asbestos, this is a few hours later. This is at 1:07 a.m. I can't fucking stop jerking to these fucking fake middle school girls with massive fucking tits. And Goonclown goes, holy shit, dude, that's so fucking perverted. And then, I'm glad you got your PC. And now I can't show all of this. Feel free to share anything with me. Dude, holy fuck! And then what we get is, he says, me fuck kids! And we've got this, and I'm only gonna show this part of it. He has got a, I believe this is a Map Pride bikini. He has the bottoms as well. And, yeah, it's a bikini with the map. I think that's the map logo, or it's like one of the fucking, it's one of those funny pride flags. Map Pride bikini, yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah, unfortunate stuff. Let me, hang on. I have to refresh my fucking, I gotta re-goon my Goonclown and fucking Stream Deck, god damn it. I'm gonna start using these words as swears. Just, Goonclown it! You know, like, I think it works. What's it gonna do here? What's it gonna do? Oh, right. No, the Stream Deck is not functioning correctly. I need to scroll past this. I mean, I can kind of show this. There's not really anything being, like, shown that is illegal to show. He's wearing the bikini like a loincloth. Like, he's got it hanging between his legs, like, assembled at the front but not at the back kind of thing. At least that's what it looks like. I don't know, but I can't, I'm not gonna make the, not gonna take the risk of showing it. But yeah, I mean, again, for somebody, it's like, do we assume this is a joke? The guy got the bikini and took the picture. This is not something he put on Twitter for, like, attention. I would assume maybe it's a joke if it's like a guy on Twitter just trying to get attention and like annoy people and troll people. Like there are people who will do that and just be like, haha, I'm a pedo, haha, and like it's like great, good for you. You have annoyed people like by saying really awful stupid things about yourself. Maybe sometimes that's true. I don't know. If this was on Twitter, I would be able to believe it a little bit more as like a joke or something, like a troll, but no, this is just something he privately shared with like a friend. So scrolling on past that, he has this person here, Sunflower Femboy. I shouldn't. My little sis is 9. And Giggly Goonclown says, unless you're thinking about your little sis while looking at these pics, and then it's no big deal. And then he posts just a little bit of, just a little is seen here of what he was sharing. That's cool. And now this is starting to get into the real snake things territory, if you can see here. My nieces came into my room on their own a few days ago. So you remember how Snake Thing had access to a little nephew of his? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, people like this always wind up having family members, don't they? Oh good, the guy's going by with the lowrider outside. That's cool. People like this always have family members. My nieces came into my room on their own a few days ago. Showed them my plushies. I gave one to the 7-year-old one. So this is probably plushies that he's like cummed on and done unspeakable things with, I'm sure. And he gave one to one of his nieces. And it gets a lot worse than that. So this is, it's a little bit out of order here. I didn't put these in the right order. This is his explanation. I was molested at age 10 and my sexuality has been slowly getting more and more fucked since. Huh? To the point where the memories of it make me horny. He also said when he was 14, he was running a BBC sissy caption Tumblr with over 3,000 followers. Memnosign is so jealous. Oh geez, really? Yeah. My 40-year-old babysitter sat me on his lap, says Giggly Goonclown. His drunk breath was super noticeable. He rubbed my bare stomach and thighs while kissing my neck and whispering how he loved me and how everything is okay, while humping me gently. Whoa! Says Memnosign. Giggly Goonclown continues, after he slipped my basketball shorts off, he slid right, and there's some stuff going on. He gave me some beer, too, and told me I was being good. Wow, 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 Memnosign says. And now you're 8 months into HRT. Like, this is where we start, like, this series of messages, like, this is, it has to be fake, right? Come on, people. Like, this is... God, oh, sweetie, this is so bad for you. Like, turns to trans community. Oh, sweetie, this is bad for you. Oh, this is so bad. I'm so sorry. I hate this for you. Like, yeah. Giggly Goonclown, I've been in love with pedos ever since. Can we please listen to Goonclown's circus pig fart music? White male fart porn? Does this count as white male fart porn? White fart males? I mean, this guy is, I mean, I guess it's you know, they're trans, you know, technically, or whatever. He's on HRT. Again, I will say for the new people who joined the stream, just because you're on HRT doesn't mean when you say that you're explicitly, like, going into like, explicitly he said that he goes into women's bathrooms to creep on little girls. So... I'm sorry. I'm just like, once you are that much of the meme, it's like, no, I am going to be saying he, but yeah, there's some stuff here. He did make, some stuff there. Let me see. I didn't save the, just look up the music, maybe. Search at your own leisure. Yeah, I don't know where the music is. Like, maybe if I go on YouTube? Oh man, we got 1,300 folks here. Welcome. Let me see here. Giggly Goonclown music. Oh no. Oh no. Well, I'm immediately the very first. Here's a little preview for later. Immediately the first thing I see when I look up Giggly Goonclown music on YouTube is stuff from Finster Live. How about that? Oh, what's that about? I don't know. We'll find that out later. How about that? Let me see. Giggly Goonclown music. No. Yeah, I don't know. Does anybody know where his music is? Like where I find that? The Goonclown circus pig fart music. We getting out of the circus with this one. Let me see. This is the Clussy I don't want. Play the gooning video with the clown fart music. Yeah, I can do that. Hang on. No, wait, I didn't save that one. Shit, no, I don't have that one. What I do have for you, there is a video that is about, well, okay, hang on. I can just play the, hang on. I can just play the Lanza video for a second. I think he has it in here somewhere. The Goon Gate is opened. Yeah, is this it? So for those who haven't seen it, you know, but this is the video from YouTuber Lanza. 82,000 subs over here. New video. Check it out. He talks about a lot of people like this. I haven't watched too much of his stuff, but I have seen some things before, and I watched this, and yeah, this tells the whole story. We'll probably watch this like a little later, maybe for added context. But
in the process,
but he created the soy jack that's in the thumbnail. This is actually from him. There's more to it with tits down there, but yeah.
Alongside making this video, shouting out the site itself.
Hey yo, shout out Soy Jack Party.
No, I don't like how much he looks like that old picture of Joel where he had the long hair. That's really unfortunate.
He would even end up starting an AMA on the site on.
So yeah, there is a there is a part with his music.
Individual we're about to cover in the channel.
Where is the fucking music? Oh, there is some more stuff. There's some more stuff here. He's got 260 in 2020. He had 267 gigabytes of porn. Made Pump Pig Parker come with fat pigs and fisting. Had some total bimbo diaper dummy time with Creamy. Got delectably hypnotized with rubber pups and puffy pup pussy. Made Gaius a pony OC. Oh, well, that's truly the worst one. Got super obsessed with fisting over on the 23rd. Kind of want to try it. Went on a posting spree on Twitter. Gooned with Pump Pig Parker to hog fisting pig sex. Like, is this like the Aristocrats? You know? Is this like modern art? What the fuck am I looking at? This is high society right here. This is what they mean when they talk about the Hollywood elite. What's this? Yeah, Pump Pig Parker, the 40-year-old babysitter. What age you were first corrupted by porn? BBC and sissy captions on Tumblr. So Tumblr plays a not insignificant part in this story. I think this is it here.
There's even a handful of audio clips found throughout the leaks, such as this one right here where Goonclown brags about being able to only enjoy CP.
I am a gross pedophile that can only get off to children.
There's some other audio clips too, like one where he takes a shit, for example. But the best one to sum up all this degeneracy would be the clip Giggly Fartbox Fun Time.
Oh boy.
There's a couple more face pics.
Yeah. Where's the Hank Hill image when you need it? Somebody says this is just like that Germa joke. No, this is literally that Hank Hill, the King of the Hill joke. My God, it's all toilet noises. We ain't getting out of prison with this one. Mother of God, it's all toilet sounds. And that, yeah, he's got his Ahegao face over here. I've gotten better at saying that. I probably am still saying it wrong, but yeah, very, very sexy stuff. Kind of looks like James Franco in character as Tommy Wiseau. So yeah, we might look at more of that video in a little bit. There's some more stuff. I'll keep that open, but yeah, he's talking about his experience as a little kid with his pedophile babysitter, and yeah, just this part, like, this whole thing talking about how they got, like, fucked as a kid, and then, when now you're 8 months into HRT, I've been in love, like, this sounds like a joke. This sounds like something that, like, people on fucking Soy Jack Party would come up with, but, like, dog, I kind of think it's just real, though, dog, shit. I don't know. It's the vastly easier solution here is that crazy degenerates exist. Rather than it's all an orchestrated plot or something from like a group of people over the course of years too. Like if it was just one, oh, I DM'd him once and he said, like if it was something like that, maybe. But this is like apparently gigabytes and gigabytes of logs. Like you can download all of them. So somebody would have had to fake all of that, and I just think that this is most likely real, probably. As we continue. Oh yeah, this is a really important part here. So this is an image that I have not seen before, but wow. Texting as a predator. Keep it family friendly. It's supposed to be fun. Study your victim very closely. Get to know him and his favorite activities. Become their friend. Avoid incriminatory messages at all cost. Track him down. Arrange a coincidental meeting. The grooming process begins in person only. And you can see we've got a Rosalina here. Rosalinda from Mario is apparently a child sex groomer. I guess, is this what fucking Goonclown sees himself as? Like, dear God. So this is the correct thing to do when grooming kids over here. Is ask them, do they go to school, and oh, I also play video games, while you're wearing your map pedophile shirt, and you have your map pedophile tattoo, but then what you do, you don't do any of this stuff. This is all bad. That'll get you in trouble. So yeah, this is being shared amongst these people, and I mean, I don't know, as an ironic joke, it's almost kind of funny, but it's like, no, this is made, I think this is just fully intended to be genuine. I think that's just intent. Yeah, and there's poor Dogs Eating Dog 6 having his love defiled like this. Yeah, I wonder what he would say about this. What a shame. He's a Rosalina lover. Rosalinda, no. Bro, leave Rosalina out of this. Nintendo did not approve. Somebody says, I'm going to leave. We need a 3-hour rant by Dogs Eating Dog 6 about how this Goonclown has no background checks. I read that as hooligan. This gosh darn Goonclown hooligan. This flimmin' flammin' Goonclown and hooligan, gosh darn it. Lucky there's a mashup guy. Not my president, no. So this continues down here. This is so helpful with a little sparkling map heart emoji. Oh my god, that pic is so hot, says Goonclown. Mr. Postcard says, it's genuinely really good grooming advice. Mr. Postcard continues, helps avoid detection until it's too late, says the guy. Goonclown continues, that was sending me CP links in Discord DMs. Oh! Mr. Postcard, you're an adult, hon. Your developed brain knows better. Giggly, I'm not really. I'm still just a little kid inside. I don't think that'll hold up well in court, though. No, most likely not. Most likely not, sir. We continue along. Now, this is a whole little saga here that begins. Well, take a look at the chat first. Dead6 is in the stream. I hope not. I hope he's not watching. I hope he doesn't have to see this one. But I should have put Rosalinda in the thumbnail. Man, what a shame! What a shame for the Rosalina lovers out there on Suicide Watch, especially considering what just happened to Tamatoa Gaming Da. Hint, hint. It was somewhat similar to some of this. So Giggly Goonclown with the little surrounded by hearts emoji. My kisses sting sometimes. And he posts this Twitter bio here, which I will not show you. The account is probably gone. Or whatever. And this is from 2022 when it was still Twitter. But this is a person with a Taylor Swift avatar. Named their name and then with heart emojis and then Taylor. And then the bio says 15, and then the little surrounded by hearts smiley emoji. It says Taylor with a crown emoji, comma, Ariana with a little what is the beta cuck, like simpering emoji, the ooh, like pleading face, that one, and a heart, and then Millie with like revolving hearts, and then it says trans, she, her, there's a trans flag, and then DMs open with a kissy emoji. And so then that morphs into this screen cap here, where this Twitter user asks Giggly Goonclown, who they follow, by the way, how do I become a gooner? What does that mean? Oh my god, I'm surprised you don't know. And Mana Drain here says, I love you. I love her. I can't wait for you to make her worse. To come to a caption of Taylor Swift saying anything pedophilic, murderous, Nazi-like. And we continue with her saying, you're gonna ruin me. This is so hot, but like, you're trying to make me addicted. Shh, it's okay. With a little Taylor Swift gif here of her like smirking. He says, just trust me. And yeah. So these people are apparently grooming a Swiftie, and that's the little saga of them grooming a Swiftie. Just trust him, everybody. Just you know. So only he alone can save you, and help you deal with your problems. Somebody get the 15-year-old out of here. Yeah. Profound degenerate. I mean, the other person, I would say, they're definitely both bad, but the one who, the Mana Drain, talking about, like, just straight up, I can't wait for you to make her worse. I mean, that's the goal. It is. This is the group of people. It's not even really about the fact necessarily that they're trans. It's more the fact that it is, like, we are grooming, like, people because we were groomed. Like, it's the cycle of abuse thing, but it's the corrupting angle of it. They really want to, like, I don't know. It's alarming stuff. It's alarming stuff. And then all the fuck yes. That's another thing, because these people are gooners. You will get a lot of this, like, stuff like that. That actually plays a key role in this later on. So just stay with it. Continue here. What is this? This is where it gets real bad. So, right. Remember earlier... Oop, closed the thing by mistake there. Remember earlier, I mentioned that there was... Where is this? Past the Swiftie, right? I mentioned earlier that this guy has, family members. Well, how far does this go? That's fine. Yeah, he has family members. So, his nieces play a role in this story. Somebody says, I mean, most people do. That's true. A lot of people that I've met have had relatives before, bro. That's actually a fair point. But he has young relatives, let me clarify. He has young relatives, young nieces, and apparently nephews. And he he writes here, God damn it. Saphira, this week at the pool I was disappointed because you weren't wearing that one-piece swimsuit that pulls up your crotch really tightly. You also didn't lay on your back while your legs in the air, with your legs in the air like you did before, but that's okay. I still wanted to grope you underwater while your mom was busy taking care of her new baby. Heart emoji. I believe Saphira is, again, either 7 or 9. I think there's 2 nieces. Mana Drain from before, who just wanted to make the Swiftie worse, says, into her tight, shallow... you can read it. Fuck! I was helping you swim, and I really wanted to grab you by your cunt. Giggly Goonclown reprises. How come I always start gooning when the nephews and nieces show up and drooling over here? What bad luck. Bad luck, right? Sure. Looks like they're making some food. Think it needs a little salt to kick it up a notch? Don't say that! Just spurt into a cup and sneak into the kitchen and... I'm grooming! Yeah, I mean, this is reminiscent, certainly, of the Sangi snake thing dialogue, where I believe the term I was using was like, what I think it was Ark who came up with, he's like the ooh-woo rapist, because after almost everything that Snake Thing said, there was like the little :3. This is like that, but with the red heart emoji, and with this guy and his like the fucking fake stutter, internet stutter shit, which, man, that was already fucking cringe in like 2010 on 4chan. I don't know why that survived. I don't know what genetic... I mean, never mind being a pedophile, but what is the reasoning in our genetic DNA code for somebody doing this, like, internet fucking stutter typing shit? What is that? Where does that come from? What's the evolutionary purpose of that, right? I don't know. But, my niece was wearing a one-piece bikini at the pool. We are! Giggly Goonclown says, ooh, says that made me hard. By the way, this is over the course of years, so the 9-year-old, the 7-year-old, he talks about them interchangeably. I guess they might be the same kid. There's there's grown up slightly. But yeah, this is 2023. This one, is this the same day? Yeah, this is like the day before. She has this unicorn floaty that you can ride on, but she sucks at getting on it. She ends up upside down with her legs in the air, face down, wiggling her butt to maneuver around. And then he says something about, like, her coochie, really close to her. I really hope my 9-year-old niece is already an interracial... Right. Pump hog. This wonderful citizen, this member of society who votes. Pump hog. And there's some bad words. There's a lot of fucking bad words on the screen. If you're gonna start complaining about seeing any of them now, there's a racist angle too. Don't worry, all your bases are covered. All your bases are covered. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. One Piece as in the anime. I thought One Piece. No, I think it does mean. I think it does mean a One Piece bikini. I think that means like the. Yeah. I believe it is not the anime they're referring to. No, I was just jokingly doing the we are. Yeah. So okay, now we get into the excuse. This is where the things switch a little bit here. So we've now read most of the logs. Most of the worst is behind us now. Thank you for sticking with it if you did. This is Empress Giggly now. today, as of like a few weeks ago or something, when all this drama started, I believe they got like docs, their Discord thing leaked, and yeah, this led to a bit of a fucking stir because of some of the people who are connected to it. And so this is the post that was made that was like explaining everything to the AHedveryone. And it's a great post because it's like the fucking barest denial of any of this. Like it's technically like, oh, they're lying, but also like, well, AHedveryone, to those of you that haven't left, if you aren't aware of what's been going on, a group of right-wing teenage boys hacked my account and doxed me for being gay and weird. They took screenshots of age play convos I had and are posting them out of context to make me look like a pedophile. So out of context. The context is there. You can just download all of the Discord logs, but people are advised not to because of the stuff that you people shared. So, like, I guess that is a catch-22. People can't really verify it without themselves being implicated, so that's cool. But, yeah, there is context, and I don't know why right-wing teenage boys, I mean, it always has to be, like, right-wingers or whatever. You have to make it a political thing. I guess these, you know, a lot of the people that are against this giggly Goonclown person are probably also making it a political thing, to be fair. So I don't know. There is the soy jack thing. Well, it does say right-wing teenage boys, and I know that they're called, like, soy teens or whatever on the soy jack website, so it might be like that. This person might genuinely think that that's all, like, teenagers. I mean, maybe it is. Hacked my account, doxed me for being gay and weird. Man, it's like, gay community, oh, I hate that for you. That's so bad for you, like, just for being gay and weird. I don't know. I don't think it's right to say that it's just like that. That's like a reductionist thing that somebody who doesn't like you would say. Like, look at this guy, he's so gay. Like as if gay summarizes like this kind of behavior in general. So for this person to say like, oh, I'm just gay and weird, like, no, I know people who are gay and weird, who are at the same time both gay and weird, and they're not like this. So, you know, I don't know. That's a bit of a, I don't know about that one. I never heard a real life child, nor support anyone who would. Those conversations were strictly about loli/Shota and were complete fantasies. I also block all minors that talk to me and personally wish they would fuck off. Whether you believe me or not, it doesn't matter, because I'm just going to give admin to someone else and then let them run this place. I'll also be quitting the giggly persona, sadly out of necessity. If you want, you can DM me, and if I think you're cool, I might keep talking to you. Well, that's a persona that I would not fuse with anything. I don't think... Whatever you fuse the giggly persona with, it turns into the toilet Belphegor demon. It's actually probably pretty useful, you know? You get one of those, a pretty powerful demon, actually. Also, don't get scared by these dudes. Keep being you. That's right, besties. Don't worry about... Don't let those right-wing fascists get you down, I guess. And it's just the excuse of, like, look, it's not like I was saying that I was actually doing those things. I was just fantasizing about it. It's like, okay, I guess... That hypothetically means you're not a criminal. I mean, except that you did apparently share things that are criminal. So, never mind that, I guess. But, that would mean you're maybe not a criminal, but it would mean that you're a very strange person. That's a great hill to die on. Like, no, I never actually did anything. Well, I guess it would still be a crime. I don't know, depending on where you live. This guy's in, like, Arizona or something. So yeah, this is his response to the whole thing. And, yeah, right-wing teenage boys. I mean, I don't know, again, this is like the kind of fucking Keffels shit, like, where like, you guilt people politically into, like, being on your side. Like, there's probably someone in chat now whose message I have not seen who's just like, well, you can't say, like, trying to defend this person out of some fucking, like, weird political, like, misguidedness. Like, oh, but they're a trans person and a leftist, and they don't like the right-wingers, and neither do I, and, like, something like that. And it's like, no, bro. This this is a fucking piece of shit, man. I don't know, and the whole politicizing of this. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being an enlightened centrist, but man, I don't know. All of this. It's like, can't we just just fuck this person and some of these people in general? I don't know. Like it needs to be like a thing for to take out of context and be like. I don't know. It's a whole situation, but now we get into the real situation here. This is where he begins talking to somebody named, what is it, like Toon Slut or something? This Samus Aran person. So this is slightly out of order here. This is a little bit out of order, but he's talking to this person in DMs on Twitter. Who is this? This person with the Samus Aran thing. They made like a gooner, one of these gooner hypno trance like jerk off things that's supposed to make you jerk off to little kids. I made this for them. Dopamine, dopamine, dopamine. So you're supposed to get dopamine from like this. This is giving you the thrill of looking at little cussy is gonna give you dopamine. And Giggly Goonclown says, "Fuck, you are so sick." And we continue here with a little bit more context, I believe. This is from Giggly Goonclown. So this is a porn star named Ella Hollywood, or Jean Hollywood, or whatever the name of this person is. I don't know. But Ella Hollywood. Ella, not a woman, Hollywood. I totally didn't do this to follow people on a secret gooning alt account. Sound off, especially if you make captions. And this is essentially... So the porn star posted this Gooners sound off with a... And so people were supposed to, like, respond or like it in some way or something. And so I guess she followed those people on her Goon alt account, which is this one. Can I show this? Hang on. I think this is fine. We're going to scroll past this anyways. It's a bunch of Nintendo ladies with big busty booba. I'll give you like 10% under boob. That's the best I can do for you. There you go. You can see a little of that. Toon Soda says, and they follow Goonclown here. Autistic pornosexual dopamine junkie. Trash boy. Hentai and porn are my religion. No limits. Now, apparently no limits is code speak for I'm into illegal things. At Ella Hollywood alt, DM if you want to follow. So it directly says that this is an alt of this porn star person, which I think was called into question at some point. Deeper, deeper, love Bad Bell. Of course you do, sick freak. And there's like some stuff being traded there. And so he is now responding, this Ella Hollywood person, Giggly Goonclown is talking to, and he says, I was raped of my innocence by degenerate porn creators like you. I did it to you, says Ella Hollywood, and I bet you're doing it to other gooners who are 18, quote unquote. And he says, you really think that there aren't 11-year-olds looking at your stuff? Lol, I know there are. They're gonna be so fucked. So, well, today was quite an experience. This mana drain person is like, no, that's so fake, oh my god! Because I guess this is like a big deal. I mean, I guess it's supposedly it could be fake. Maybe this person is like, I don't know, maybe this person is trying to, get clout again, I guess. Possibly. As we scroll down more, this is the image of these folks. We got Finster, we got Ella Hollywood here, and then we've got another friend of theirs, is this Mr. Beast person, Chris Tyson or whatever. Chris Tucker from Rush Hour is also friends with them. And yeah, they're all buds, apparently. And so that kind of brings us swiftly along to the end of the document that I put together here. Because, yeah, I mean, it reaches up to this Ella Hollywood person, apparently, an account of theirs. I don't know, they might start hurling lawsuits or whatever, but, allegedly is all around. I don't know, I haven't verified it. I've just seen other people verify it, but, links up to this Gooner account that's saying all these things. I guess it's not entirely proven that they said those things, but I don't know, man. I mean, they said it on their main account that they were into Gooners, that they had an alt account that they were following. And I think there was even confirmation. If we look at the video here, this starts to get into, you know, I'll just let the video speak for me. This is once again from Lanza. We're gonna watch some of this as he talks about the Ella Hollywood situation from this video here. Go check out the whole thing. There's more context there. We probably aren't gonna watch the whole thing. I said we might watch all of it, but we'll just watch this part here that talks about the Ella Hollywood stuff. And
during this investigation into Goonclown, people come across some leaked DMs with this person named Megadoomed. The DMs caught people's attention due to having almost 7k messages total, and when going through them, there was a very interesting conversation that—
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. So yeah, this is what we're getting out of. It's good that it's a good thing that you blurred out this word. You know, you don't want this word to get caught. All of this is fine. But it's a good thing that this word was blurred out in the thing. That's good. You don't want to YouTube's algorithm, you know, you can never trust it.
Was had. A screenshot of someone named Ella Hollywood would be shown to them making a Gooning account on Twitter and another the account in question, that being Toon Soda, with it clearly being listed as an alt account on the bio. They would talk about Bad Bell, a creator in the CP space known for making video edits encouraging people to seek out the real stuff, with Goonclown commenting as such and sending a lolly pic as well. Ella would go on to say that they made an edit for Bell and show that they're clearly getting off on this dopamine rush because of this, and the last screenshot will show both of them getting off on minors who get addicted to their content. It would turn out that this Ella person was Gene Hollywood, a
Gene, God Emperor of Goon, Hollywood, Gene like Jean, he, they, top 500 Gooner, your mommy's favorite fuck toy, Twitch partner. Ah, that's cool. Good job, Twitch. That's good. You lost Charlie, but at least you still have, you know, him. He, they. I can him. You go to hell, all of you.
porn star who's been making that kind of content for a while now. To prove it further, people would see that the Toon Soda account mentioned—
I already have Kiwi Farms threads about me. I tried to read one once. It was most insane and incredibly ridiculous shit. One point I tweeted, my life as a teenage robot made me trans, and they interpreted that as me saying autism made me trans instead of the cartoon. What about that show made you trans? Was there transitioning? I mean, there was a robot, a girl.
he has a thread on Kiwi Farms the Goonclown himself and gives specific detail, in which that same exact post with the same details can be found on the site linking it to Gene. He would go on to straight up call himself by his main identity, Soda Cat.
So yeah, this is directly confirmed to be the porn star person who has, well, other ties.
If there were any doubts left, pictures of Gene can be seen posted in late 2021, all but confirming this Toon Soda account to be his alt. He's even talked with Managing face to face as well, again going on about Bad Bell with him, and was seen posted in Goonclown's very own Discord server, showing just how close he is to them and that entire community of DJs. While there's no evidence of Gene himself talking to underage kids or sending CP to anybody, the fact they made an edit for Bad Bell gets off on the fact underage people watch his content, has talked with 2 known pedos and was seen in one of the Discord servers too, it's safe to say things aren't looking too good for them.
Oh, I hate this for you, sweetie. Oh, bestie.
Crazier though, as Gene has—
I really need to stop watching Mike's Mike, goddammit. So now we have, yeah, more images. And again, it's like, it's just very uncomfortable. It's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Because again, I don't think that all trans people are necessarily bad people, you know? I know, hot take. I know that's crazy. I don't think that they're all necessarily bad groomers or whatever the thing is. But man, it is not you are not able to avoid the fact that that is exactly what's happening here. And so it is difficult to look at this situation. I mean, wasn't Finster not, you know, like this before? Isn't this like a new development? So, I don't know, you could argue there might be some kind of a grooming thing happening. I don't know. I don't know, man. I just don't know. I don't know what's going on, but this is some connections. And this is some stuff, and it's just, you can't, I don't know, this is not fake.
Connections with famous internet figures like Finster.
Who knows about the logs and everything, but, you know, I mean, that's most likely real, but this is definitely stuff that was really posted on these things, and real connections that are being made, and it doesn't necessarily implicate Finster or this Mr. Beast friend, but, you know, I don't know. Draw your own fucking conclusions, man. This is the facts of the story, frankly.
Chris Tyson from Mr. Beast, with the latter recently coming out as transgender, and judging by Chris's clothing and looks, it seems this was a rather recent picture of the group together. Gene is even seen here in this picture with Mr. Beast himself sitting on his very left, and we're now learning all
pandering for the— sorry, I need to do this in like a— quit pandering for the wicked and the perverted, those godless heathens with their uncircumcised penises. The penises are— wait, is that the bad one? The uncircumcised penises, peni, and their short skirts. I mean, I don't know, man. Again, it's like, you could easily say, you can take any examples of anybody doing anything. Like, anytime you look at Adam, what's his name? Well, actually, this guy's name, this channel name, Lanza. I think it was Adam Lanza was his name, the Sandy Hook kid. It's like, do you define all young white men by, like, the school shooters that decided to, you know, go crazy one day? No. Not necessarily. Do you define all, like, black people by, you know, whatever, insert stereotype here? Not necessarily. Well, perhaps some people do, but, no, I mean, it's really easy to find examples of people who are crazy. And it is funny to point this out and be like, wow, this is exactly what people are saying is happening. So it does mean that perhaps you need to look more deeply. I mean, there are other occurrences of stuff like this happening too, you know? I mean, this is not even the first time. There are other, like, femboy grooming cults that have been found on Discord and shit like that. And so, I don't know what that says. I'm not a fucking societal geologist or whatever the fuck. But, I do know, I'm not a societologist like the Joker, but I do know that, this is a lot of stuff. This is a lot of stuff, and the discourse will happen. That's what I said earlier. This is gonna be a very spicy stream.
this about him, you can't help but get a really weird feeling in your gut. Someone on the Shardy would even make a post talking about this before people found the screenshots.
Somebody explained why Mr. Beast is with a groomer. Well, Mr. Beast has a friend who I guess came out as trans recently, and then very shortly thereafter, now this is all happening. So again, oh, I hate that for you. That's so unfortunate for you, Bessie. But I don't know. Again, I don't know that that necessarily implicates either of these other two people, Finster and Chris Tyson, I think is their name. I don't think it necessarily implicates these people. But it doesn't look good for them. It doesn't look, the whole situation is really unfortunate for, I mean, you know, for everyone involved, but for the optics of the entire thing is just like, man, I mean, shit, dude, if I'm permitted to say it, this is like if, I don't know, if O.J. Simpson got caught again and he was, like, eating watermelon and fried chicken while he was, like, killing someone. This is like, I mean, this is almost like the fucking dude, the white guy who shot up the fucking Waffle House or whatever, and his whole place was filled with My Little Pony. I mean, there was that. I don't know. There's always, it's just an unfortunate, it's a real situation, isn't it?
Saw the screenshots already and made an ominous post to tease people, or this is a semi-known thing on that side of the internet, but for one reason or another, it was never publicly known until now.
Somebody says, the reason why the LGBT community is vulnerable to this is because we get protected so much that it's hard to speak out about any of us. Yeah, I mean, you know, still with Chris Chan, I mean, all of the shit Chris Chan has done, and people will still do the whole, like, well, that doesn't give you an excuse to misgender her. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of reasoning to wonder if Chris was ever even going to be trans if it wasn't for, like, a website of people fooling him into being a tom girl or whatever the fuck. Like, there's debate as to whether or not that would have even happened if he wasn't being trolled by people. Let alone, like, if he's even mentally sound enough to know what that even means. Like, he doesn't even exist in this fucking universe. It's like, why is the Sonichu thing any less insane than him just saying that he's, like, I don't know, like, there's a lot of stuff, you know? Like, people will still go to bat for Chris Chan. And so I'm assuming there's lots of people who will still go to bat for fucking, like, these people, too. Like, Ella Hollywood probably is like a bigger name, so I'm sure they have fans, you know, that will come out to bat forum, but this guy, I mean, it's certainly not an issue, I think, for people to hate Giggly Goonclown. I mean, this guy, the main center of all of this is an alarming individual, to say the fucking least. You know, when it comes to, like, I don't know, there will be people, no matter what, like, coming out in support of, I mean, the most obvious one is for the people, the Finster and Chris Tyson, I think, who like, well, you don't know that they know about the gooning thing and that they're involved in all of this. I mean, even though some of the patterns are there, even though some of the signs are there, you don't know that they're caught up in a child grooming cult or whatever, you know, because they're just friends with this person. It's like, maybe they don't know, maybe it's not true, whatever. It would be easy to defend that. It's less easy to defend Ella Hollywood in this situation, or Jean Hollywood, whatever the name is. And it's basically impossible to defend Giggly Goonclown. I mean, from what we've seen here so far. Yeah, and this is a person... What is this post, the context of this?
You get a really weird feeling in your gut. Someone on the Shardy would even make a post talking about this before people found the screenshots, so they either saw the screenshots already and made an ominous post to tease people, or this is a semi-known thing on that side of the internet.
So, like, yeah, I guess people already knew about some of this. I heard it through the Twitter grapevine. I have no evidence whatsoever. This is, like, before some of this came out, I guess, so yeah. I mean, that's really something, isn't it?
But for one reason or another, it was never publicly known until now. The day before the news broke, his Toon Soda account was still around, yet once it went public, the account would suddenly disappear because he got caught red-handed. Jeans even started...
Hang on. Where's the, just a little bit of a... Yeah, just... I mean... You could also say that this is after, like, the fake allegations came out, but this seems suspicious if you're not involved. The person who was, you know, the alt account of this porn star person, this friend to Finster and Chris Tyson, and apparently also Giggly Goonclown, just randomly the Twitter is gone immediately. That's weird. Instead of defending yourself or saying it was out of context, or showing your side of the DMs, maybe? I don't know. You just immediately vanish the Twitter? Alright.
Jeans even started blocking people that have been going at him on Twitter, trying to silence the situation from spreading around to no avail given this video's existence. People will find out that Finster has even streamed with Jean on his Twitch account before, showing how close they are with each other.
Oh god, ballet boots?
Yeah.
I can't walk in ballet boots.
That's the point, bastard.
Jean...
So yeah, these two are, like, friends, you know. They're on, you know, streaming terms together. I mean, they are evidently somewhat... They're not even just, like, we met up one time in New York or whatever because we were both together. Like, we were both there. This appears to be, like, they've been friends for some time. They've streamed before, like, huh.
Bastard.
They have a
Jean
relationship.
even has ties to Hollywood as well, being seen in an episode of the TV show Euphoria playing the character of Ella, just like her old name before changing it to Jean.
Bro. This goes all the way to the top. I have to say that this is the Hollywood elite hypothetical. Her name is Hollywood. His, whatever. I think I don't know. The bio said he. His name is Hollywood. He's in Euphoria. This is the Hollywood elite that they were talking about. Jesus Christ, trans wrongs! Somebody says, who cares? Well, I mean, you don't have to watch the stream. Evidently, a number of us do, sir.
It will come out that people have been trying to expose Jean before, as screenshots from back in 2022 were taken and until recently were seldom seen by the public as the situation didn't go anywhere at the time. One of them includes references to EPI, meaning early porn indoctrination, aka getting minors hooked on that material.
Which is consistent with what we've seen the DMs say. This also has the same avatar. And we saw Giggly Goonclown and his little buddies talking about that sort of thing earlier. So yeah, very consistent stuff.
Something which we already know Jean being very well into as seen earlier. As you guys have seen by now, Goonclown here deserves to rot in a jail cell for the rest of his life.
Most likely. And then...
Gene Hollywood needs to stop running away and face the music now that his pedophilic interests have been exposed to the public. That's not to mention his connections to Hollywood and major internet figures like Finster, Chris Tyson, and Mr. Beast.
This is a fucking crazy story. This shit's got layers. This shit goes all the way to the top and the hits don't stop. And I mean, that'll, you know, frankly, that'll about do it, really. I mean, there's not too much else. There's some stuff. I mean, there's another video thing that I have saved that talks about the Ella Hollywood, Gene Hollywood guy and his connection. It kind of proves some of that stuff. But I mean, I think we've seen enough of that. Yeah, I don't know. That's the situation, chat. Trans wrongs, including these motherfuckers. And now the pictures of Chris Tyson with the little kids gets me a little scared. Oh boy, is there a picture like that? What a shame. The Euphoria connection was surprising. Mr. Beast is really famous, but still an internet guy, so it was less so. I mean, it was just like one episode of Euphoria, but, you know, still, like, they're in Hollywood and acting and being in things. QA1. I don't know what QA is. LGBT1. No, man, listen, VR1, you know? Just all the bros over there just playing retro video games. Somebody out there is just chilling on his Magnavox Odyssey and doesn't know anything about this, alright? VR1. Let me see. Support trans rights and left. Yeah. Mr. Least probably had the opportunity to be around a ton of kids, huh? Well, yeah, I mean, if you're a Mr. Beast, jeez. I mean, yeah, not to accuse anybody of anything. I don't know these fucking people, but, like, shit, if you're looking for that kind of attention, you know, being in the Mr. Beast circle is probably a good place for it. The Shardy's coming back. Playing some Sonic too. That would be better. Yeah, we all lost. That's right. Mr. Beast is a gooner? I mean, probably. I love the fucking Chinese telephone meme at the end of the stream where it's like you just completely misinterpret what the stream is about. Just like somebody a chain of 15 people explained it to you, and at the end result is, oh, I heard Mr. Beast was like a gooner or something. That's great. And a lot of people really, like, man, this is like, the chat room is like Twitter right now, where it's like one person said trans wrongs like 20 minutes ago, and now 40 other people are still think that it's like original to say that. Like, God, there was a fucking... Remember when, like, Harry Styles, like, snubbed Chris Pine or whatever the fuck, that, like, normie shit that happened? And, like, all of Twitter was going crazy. And there were, like, 400,000 people who all thought it was super original and unique to say... And this is why it was trending that day, was Zapruder film. Oh, I'm looking over this like it's the Zapruder film. Like everybody thought that they were super... They saw that tweet and they thought, you know what? I'm gonna be the guy who says it and it's gonna be great. Let me see here. Can't believe they goonin'. Trans or not, a nonce is a nonce. Well, yeah, but I mean... The unavoidable, if you want to use the term problematic, the problematic part about all this is that, yeah, this is seemingly exactly what some people on the internet who you generally say are, like, crazy conspiracy theorists. Yeah, this is a trans grooming cult. I mean, I don't know what else they want to put gooners on HRT, and they want to put kids on their penis. Like, that is what is happening here. And I don't think that necessarily confirms the widespread theory that's going on, but it's I mean, fuck, it is happening. There is some of it out there. I don't know what else to say. I mean, that's you make sense of that and figure out what that means. I'm a straight guy and white. I guess that also factors in on the progressive stack. I talk last, obviously, but you know, I don't know. I don't know anything about the fucking community. I don't know. You guys have to sort this out for yourselves. This is like finding out like some bad like stuff about your country. Like, oh, we really did that shit back in. Oh dear. Oh. Okay, well, we have to come to terms with the fact that my countrymen are responsible for this. Like, what does that mean for us? You know, that kind of thing. I don't know. Let me see. It only looks bad for the community because they won't call the bad ones out. I mean, I don't know, you know, necessarily. When you're in that community, you're already in it, you know? So, like, I don't know. Like, if you're... A lot of people don't know, probably. And then the people who do, I mean, I don't know, there's a fine line between like, haha, I'm very sexual, and then realizing that they're like they're into the idea of like giving children porn and coaching them into being into porn or like whatever, EPI. Like, finding something like that out, like, yeah, you should distance yourself from that fucking person, but a lot of people might not necessarily know that. But on the other hand, this person's account had a bunch of fucking followers and stuff, and it was, like, tied to their main account, and, you know, they're still in an episode of Euphoria, so, I don't know. So it's interesting. Let's see. God help us, the chats become Twitter. Slay, King Claw. Oh my god, I took my slay pills today because I am slaying. But are you fly for a white guy? I mean, listen, I've been told I can jump, so that's one thing about me that you should know. White guys talk last and they must say sorry forever. Never stop saying sorry. Listen, man, I saw the Barbie movie. I know my place, alright? I'm just Ken, you know? This is the Holocaust for Discord users. There's actually a post I didn't share. There was one where Goonclown said something to the effect of, like, Discord is the biggest platform for pedos, but for some reason they won't allow us on here or something. Like, he had to, like, I don't know, he got banned or something. Something like happened, and that was something he said. I didn't show that one, but it's out there. Claw is Knuff. That's right. Yeah, I'm just Knuff. Let me see. And stop gooning in general. Stop gooning. You know, would you guys like a full stream about Sniper Wolf? Would you guys be happy with that? Because I've been watching the Jax films. I mean, where he does like the Sniper Wolf bingo. She has other channels, right? She has like a vlog channel or whatever. I kind of want to look at one of her other channels. You know, because like if you've been watching Jax films, you know that she doesn't have an original thing to say in her entire head, in her large head. She doesn't have a thing to say. And so like she has like a fucking side channel where she has to be more original, I think. I might be wrong. But like not really fine, but I guess I'm down if you're gonna do it. Yeah, I don't know. I've been inspired. There's also, we're going to do body cam footage at some point. Ones that are funny! Let me see here. We're going to do some super chats here. $2. Well, you know, hang on. You know, there's no excuse. There's zero excuse to not be playing the, Deus Ex OST right now. Because, you know, this is a day of sex. This is a day of sex, frankly. Oh, yeah. Let me see here. No, you know what? I don't want to do Liberty Island. Just like the real game, I want to skip right past Liberty Island. Take me to Battery Park. That's good. Okay. Let's see. $5 from Crossface Your Waifu. Having already heard Jersh of the KFs talk about this depravity, I'm interested how you'll interpret it. I mean, yeah, I don't know. There are some fucking inescapable truths about this one, man. It's a bit of a It's a bit of an uncomfortable one. I don't know. It's very, very interesting. Obviously, the stuff that he's actually said is very uncomfortable, but all of the implications and whatnot, it's, I don't know. I don't know. $50 from Piles. Thank you again very much. I hope you enjoyed this one if you caught the whole thing. $5 from Milady Class. Will you ever look into the Camilla Cuevas / Glitch Tail situation? Well, I don't know of that situation, so... I mean, Glitch Tail? What is the situation? She's just like an animator or something? I don't know. Is this that... I don't know what the situation is. You would need to be more specific. They have like nearly 2 million subs, so... I don't know. $2 from Autistic Wolf. Show us your goon cave, Claw. Show it! Well, I just did. I just did my pet food stream. And I jerk off with all the pet food on my penis. So there you go. $2 from Ruby Hurry. I have a Jenna Ortega goon cave. Not really. No, be sure to stick around for maybe the next stream I do, but maybe just a one that comes soon, where we dive more into the Gooner community, because I wanted to make that, make this a longer stream and also do that. But I want to save that for its own whole dedicated thing, because that's going to take a little while to vet all of the things that I actually can show on a stream like that. It's going to be a very dangerous stream. I'm going to probably fucking miss a titty somewhere and just be like, oh, this image is fine, I can show this one, and like people in chat will be like losing their minds, and yeah, I don't know. Stick around for that. Catch that stream to catch if I fuck up and pull an I show speed and accidentally show penis on the stream. Not mine, probably. Probably. No, I mean, you know, like no guarantees, but rather maybe it'll be some gooner's penis or something. I don't know. $2 from Tivy2Vs. I was about to walk the dog, but I ain't missing this. I have to go walk my flowers and water my dog. Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. Well, that really fucks up in the... Autistic Wolf has super chatted $5. It was a little fucked, but thank you. $5 from Free Willy Nilly. Yeah, the clown fart music. Yeah, I did take a look at that. Take a listen. There's another audio of him like gooning himself, but I think we've heard quite enough of that. There's also video of him jerking himself off. There's lots of videos of lots of things. There's pictures of his asshole. He's goatseeing himself. There's all sorts of stuff. $5 from Brianna Wilson. Every time you stream, I am exposed to new horrors, the likes of which I could never even imagine. Godspeed, Claw. Well, thank you. That's the idea. So I'm glad that you have also agreed with that, because that's, for you to see that, that means that I'm doing my job well, and I'm showing people the things that I'm intending to show them. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed. $5 from Vincent G. Hi, Clawfather. I've been watching you for almost 4 years. Thank you for your dedication to talking about internet freaks for so long. Stay awesome, bro. Well, I mean, I plan to continue, to the best of my ability. So the dedication is still there. Although soon, I have finished my short story, chat members. If you would like to read a story about a character named Carl Weldon Chalmers who has a problem where a bunch of people are trolling him over his webcomic about a My Little Pony, that will be available soon. I'm probably going to put it on my Patreon first, so if you're on there, you can read it. It's like 4 pages on the Google Doc. It's not too long. And I'm pretty proud of it. I think it's pretty good. I hope you check that out. So that's... I've been writing more. I've been doing more other kinds of things. So in terms of talking about internet freaks, that's been evolving in some ways, This is the first story of what might become multiple things. So, maybe you'll like that. Let's see, $5 from Calm BS. The vid by Lanza was my first introduction to GC, and hot damn, they deserve the Snake Thing 2.0 title. This is gonna be a ride, Claw. Well, it sure the fuck was. There's probably a lot more, logs that I could have read. I could have made this like a 6-hour stream and, pruned them. You know, but this is, I think, you know, you've got the gist. You've got the gist. You're up to date on the situation. $5 from CGriff12. It's a good day when Claw goes live. Found out one of the SOK guys did a 9/11 tribute with Jason Gomez kissing the pony at the memorial site. What? How can you say one of the... Like, you need to tell me which one... Who? What do I search for? What do I search for? I need to see that. You need to tell me where that is before that is taken down. Are you still watching? Are you still watching? Tell me. You fuck. $2 from Kanik. Humanity was a mistake. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. $10 from Sliding Seraph. Make it stop. Make it stop, Lois. There's an I in there. Make it stop. $5 from Fetus Lunchbox. Oh my god, I've seen this guy on Twitter, and he posted about wanting to rape his drug addict father, and he posted a vid of an actual sexual assault. Oh, that's great. That's marvelous, you know. Be the change you wish to see in the world. I don't even know what that means. Is this like the death theme? It is. Okay, where the fuck? Man, it's got like the fucking soundtrack for... You know what? Deus Ex 1 ambient mix chill out. This works. Yeah. Take me to fucking... Yeah. Take me to Liberty Island. That's cool. That's cool. Alright. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking need to see that Jason Gomez 9/11 tribute, by the way. But yeah, no, I'm sure people have had encounters with this guy on Twitter. I think his Twitter's gone now or something. I don't know what happened with that. If people have archives of his tweets as well, like a big list of that would be great. I'm willing to do a part 2 if there's more that's funny, but I don't know. $5 from Aurelius. I tuck you in, warm within, keep you free from sin, till the Sangi he comes. Yeah, sleep with one eye open. $5 from Pudgy. Pain. Yeah, indeed. Pain. $5 from Milady Class. Our sleeve reminds me of when Tim Wynn talked about rat sleeves and bunny sleeves. I mean, I've heard of, like, you know, I've heard the term, like, what was it, rape sleeve? You know, it's like S&M shit. It's the main problem is that it's with, you know, it's an issue of context more than it is the, I don't know. I think there's probably people who are saying that to each other who are adult consenting individuals, you know, I'm sure. But there's yeah, it's a real situation. It's a real situation. Oh man, Sin City official YouTube. Oh, he's here. Oh, I've always wanted to collab with you, bro. Welcome. $2 from CGriff12. Apparently Chris from Mr. Beast is friends with her. Oh yeah, we got into all that. £5 from Esoteran. Could calling someone a Goonclown be the new snake thing? I like that. Yeah, no, it is a good swear word. It's a good thing to call someone. Call someone a fucking Goonclown, because that's a good term. Like, that refers to, like, anybody who's, like, a masturbator, anybody who's, like, because that's such a broad, like, I don't know about snake thing, necessarily. Maybe, if you want to apply it to that, I guess so, but I'm just thinking it's so broad, you could just call anybody who's, like, oh, you jerk off all the time, you just sit in your bed, you fucking Goonclown. Like, that's a very good term, but you definitely could, I mean, I feel it's like a little too silly to be, I think snake thing is a little better as a term for that. You know, for like extreme degeneracy, snake thing's a little better, in as a term because it sounds more slithery, more disgusting. It calls you a thing. Calling you a Goonclown just sounds so fucking goofy that I don't think it works nearly as well. $10 from Kanik. I know I'm biased because I've had bad stuff happen to me as a child, but I feel like no matter if stuff like this is serious or just edgy, they still need to be locked up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, once you're not just, you know, you're enabling that behavior from the people around you, you know, and emboldening them and making them think it's okay, creating a community for it. So there's all that. But then there's also just the, you know, whether or not you think you're serious. If you're like, oh man, I wish I could do such and such to my fucking family. I don't know. Like, this is all hypothetical because I'm pretty sure it absolutely is serious. I think that's... I think it's very clear that it is. I just, you know, talking about that in general is just me, like... There's, like trying to cover the bases of, okay, like, maybe it's... like, I guess possibly... No, it probably is just real. It's probably just all a bunch of real logs, you know? So yeah, like that's the thing. $5 from Scarlet Electro. YouTube is glitched for me, and it's saying you're talking about androids 19 and 20 from Dragon Ball being pedophiles. Lamau. Oh, like the subtitles? Wait, what? How? What the fuck? How does that? What? You mean like the thumbnail changed, or I'm confused. 1119 from Exiled Postman. I was just pretending to be a pedo is the dumbest defense anyone could use, but they all say it. Why? Well, in that guy's case, it wasn't even that. It was I was just fantasizing about being a, you know, which I don't know that that's better. I don't know that that's a good defense at all, frankly. $5 from Pigmented. Just had the realization that every time you reference these obscure predators, I know exactly who you're talking about, and I don't know how to feel about that. Oh, what, like the Snake Thing crew? I mean, yeah, you know, they're relatively known on the internet now. I mean, obviously I know about them, but I think a lot of people, anybody who watched the stream, they're like, you know, legendary fucked up names that you will kind of remember. Crowy became a member. Thank you very much. Remember to join the channel membership thing if you want. You can also gift memberships or whatever if you want to do that. If you want to share the love, you get access to there's emotes. We're going to be doing more emotes pretty soon, but we got like 6 or 7 of them now or something. Some really nice ones. There's a little Tony Kornheiser. It's time. There's like a little a potato nugget guy with a PogChamp face. There's a yes man. There's a Smuggo face. Like, there's all that you need really right now, but we're gonna add more. We're gonna add more. So thank you for joining. If you haven't joined, get yourself joined. Get all your friends joining. $2 from Judy Balls. The first stream, and I saw Map Bikini kill me. Well, it's a good, you know, it can only go up from here. $10 from Nick C. Thank you for spending your weekend wading through the fetid freak sludge for our entertainment. Put this towards your whiskey fund so you might be able to at least forget part of this, Clawfather. Well, I mean, I haven't been drinking whiskey in a while. I might get some beers. I'm going to see the fucking Neil Breen movie tonight, so I'll probably get drunk during that. That'll be an exciting adventure. $5 from Lukewarm Coffee. I want a nap. Can you pause the stream and do the rest later? Damn, I'm sorry, dude. I got to this so much later than I could. I would have. I totally would have, bro. You got my word on that. Totally. Totally. If I had seen that sooner, I totally would have. I'm sorry, bro. $5 from Mothy Eagle. Remember, grooming in the trans community is just right-wing propaganda. I mean... Yeah, like, that's the thing. This is a real situation. It's clear that is, like... Yeah, there's a lot of protecting that happens in the trans community and the LGBT community, and they won't just, like... people are not willing to come out and say that somebody that they know is, like, a freak. Because it's like, oh, they're just expressing their fucking... And it's like, yeah, acceptance goes a little too far sometimes. If you know people that are like this and you're just accepting them because of, you know, whatever reasoning, you probably shouldn't, because it's not doing the fucking trans community any fucking favors. It's not doing anybody any fucking favors. And, yeah, like, if more people are willing to acknowledge that this kind of thing is happening, that there are trans grooming cults, that are happening on Discord and elsewhere on the internet, and perhaps in real life too. Like, that is happening. That is happening. This is an example of that. It's not the only example of that. And I don't think that necessarily means that every fucking trans person out there is, like, an insane psychopath pedophile. But, I think it just is... It's emblematic of people are not talking about this when it's happening. People are not doing anything about this if they see it, and yeah, I don't know. People need to be more willing to fucking put their foot down about this, like, oh, everybody's free to do whatever they want. No! There are fucking rules in society. And at a certain point, you're now crossing, you're crossing the fucking line. You know, and there's just things that are like, no, this is just too fucking far. This is far and away too much to just be okay with. Let me see. $2 from Beefcake. He looks like a Texas Chainsaw character. Yeah, I mean, with the hair and everything, it's like Wendell Neesmith a little bit, and it's also like that Dominic Schmidt guy. Oh god, this is a good one. I'm turning this one up. I'm pumping this one. Hang on. Play Deus Ex. Stream Deus Ex. Argue with the wall. Go on Steam, and if you don't own Deus Ex, buy it. It's probably like $5, and then play it with the fucking revision mod. It's great. It's so good. It's so good. It's literally the best game like it, and it's the first game like it. I mean, I guess System Shock or whatever, but there's nothing else like Deus Ex, man. It fucking holds up so good. Let me see here. I guess fucking Vampire is a bit like Deus Ex, but even then, it's not misses the mark a bit. They got rushed pretty hard. I mentioned earlier, I got through Hollywood. I got through the miserable, awful sewer level, which is deserving of every Civ 11 sewer level meme ever. The horrendously too long sewer bullshit with those little fucking head creatures that jump at you. I finally got through that to Chinatown, and then I watched a video about Vampire, about the game. It was like a review, and it was like, yeah, once you get to Chinatown, it really goes downhill. I'm just like, oh, man. Man, I was so excited. So that's a shame. Let's see, $2 from Chris Canul. What did I just walk into? I don't know, man. I don't know what part of the stream that was. It says it was an hour ago. Whatever it was nothing good. 1119 from Exile Postman. Another 1119. Wow, 2 very specific in a row. The same number twice in a row. I listened to a Mr. Bungle song, Dead Goon, today, about a guy who David Carradines himself, and by the clandestine machinations of the 4th dimension, this mindfuck of a stream was willed into reality. Yes. David Carradines himself. Yeah, I remember David Carradine. Is he still hanging around somewhere? Stolen Red Letter Media joke. There you go. Dead Goon. I mean, Mr. Bungle? Isn't that like a 90s artist or something? Is that new? Is that like a new song? I don't know how long the term gooner has like existed for. I don't know how new this is. $5 from Milady Class. Didn't Snake Thing also have a fetish for corrupting people? Oh, absolutely. I mean, it is like a fetish for degeneracy. It's a fetish for being as much of a piece of shit. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like shit play involved, like anything. It's like anything that... Oh, now we're loud. Now we're loud. No, we just did Battery Park. In New York City streets. Is this Hell's Kitchen? Yeah, it's this one. I mean, I played this one on the other stream, but this one's fucking good too. Damn. Damn. Okay. Yeah, no, they all have like corruption fetishes. I mean, it goes all the way down, and when it's all about like, you know, I have been corrupted by someone, I need to spread that, like, it's the cycle of abuse thing. If you've ever seen us play Halo Night, if you've ever played a Halo Night with us on the server, you would have seen our Pamperchew House game mode, where there's an alpha Pamperchew, the alpha predator, and he seeks out all of the other players, and then when he kills them, they turn into Pamperchews also. Like, it's the cycle of abuse, but through ludonarrative gameplay. It's great. It should win an award, that game mode. $2 from Nattyine, Goonclown, 445. Yeah, something like that. 442 from Exile Postman. Did Goon always mean this? I mean, I guess so, yeah. Like, I guess there was some... I remember there's a movie called Goon that was talking... It was like, because that's a hockey term. That's a term for, like you're a hockey player, you're a goon. Or, like, it's also, like, meant to mean, like, thugs, you know, like, you know, as hired goons, that kind of thing. So there's multiple layers, clearly. You know, the English language is a wonderful language. $5 from Talking and Art. Heading to work, thank God. Here's $5 to the booze pool. You're going to need it. Thanks, I'll put it towards the Neil Breen booze pool tonight. $2 from Koeval. I came back for a week in the woods to this? Yeah, I mean... He was in a woods, and now he's back into society, and this is what you get. $5 from a lady class. Isn't loli/shota illegal in some places, the US included? Well, yeah, it is. I think, you know, people, the cops don't really, like, give a lot of a shit a lot of the time. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of people out there. There are a lot of people out there. Like, there was the guy we looked at briefly. His name was Jay Carnage, I believe. He was like this Bowser guy, and he was like a white rapper, cosplay dude. He kind of looked like Cyrax if he wasn't completely fucked up, if he wasn't a ghoul. But he was like a cosplay guy. He's been around in the cosplay scene for years, and people have known for years that he's like surrounds himself with teenagers and all this creepy shit. But you know, there's like not much actionable proof. I guess in the case of just straight up posting the material, like that is different. I don't know. Definitely, I think the police are involved now. Like, he made some post at some point that was like, well, my dox is out there and my family is being sent unspeakable things. I guess it was nice being alive or something. Something like that. So I don't know if he's, like, killing himself or if the fucking... if the police have already gotten involved. I don't know. I don't know about that. There will probably be updates at some point. People will wait with bated breath like we did for the snake thing stream that I did. I believe I did it on the day that like some news came out about like snake things ruling or something to that effect. $5 from Mothy Eagle. But grooming in the trans community is just an alt-right meme though, right? No, but like chat member, nobody is saying that that's the point of the stream, is to acknowledge that is happening. It's not just an alt-right meme. But the alt-right have taken it, you know, I mean, I don't know about the alt-right, whatever group you want to look at it as, has taken it as, you know, every trans person has been groomed or is a groomer or whatever. I mean, that's what some people believe, and, you know, it must be easy to be so absolutist and just assume that, oh, well, this one thing must reflect on, like, millions of people, surely. This isolated case, I mean, but, you know, yeah, it is happening. It's certainly happening. There's a middle... What do you know? The middle ground between both things is sensible. What do you know? What do you know? The divinely enlightened centrist comes at you with, yes, some trans people are crazy groomers. Not all of them, but some... You know, yeah, some of what you're hearing is the truth. As I always say, the truth lies somewhere in the middle. There's definitely some of that happening, and that needs to be exposed more and held to light more, but I don't think that, you know, necessarily reflects on all people everywhere, any more than any other stereotype reflects on, you know, being realized by some individual. Like, again, there's probably people who have been arrested for There's probably a black guy somewhere who has been arrested for stealing watermelon and fried chicken. Like, there's probably something that has happened where you can just, like, look! Everybody, look! And, like, that doesn't mean that applies to everybody. That's, like, one fucking person. The world is a big-ass place, you know? I don't know. It's definitely... It is happening. Like, the direct contrast, the very next super chat, vanilla milk is good, $2, trans rights are human rights, and you got some flags and emojis and stuff, and, you know, that's cool. £2 from EC90, conspiracy theory, 2 reality pipelines accelerating. Yeah, we're crashing. The merge is happening. We're crashing into each other already. $2 from Cancer Connoisseur. Love being grouped and hated for the sins of others. Yeah. No, that's awesome, isn't it? You know, like, it's... I mean, the oldest one, too, I think... Well, I don't know about the oldest one, but one of the ones for the longest time was, if you're trans, you are absolutely... You have to be, like, a militant asshole who bitches at people out on Twitter and, like, is also, like, a communist and all this shit, and it's like... No, there's quite a few trans people who just have their own personality, and, you know, they don't become like rabid SJW lunatics or whatever. You know, like, yeah, that was also a stereotype for a long time. I don't know, it's, yeah, it's unfortunate for this to be happening for people in the trans community, too, who are obviously not all groomers and crazy. And you have some that are just like, oh, great, another situation like this. You know, like Chris Chan. It's like, and do not protect these people. Do not be out here like, oh, but they're still valid. Oh, shut up. Shut up. This is not helping your community any more than... It's the same with Chris Chan. All the fucking people that want to support Chris Chan. It's like, Chris Chan looks so bad for you guys. You don't understand how a lot of people's view of trans people for years has been like Chris Chan and fucking Jonathan Unive. And like, it is not helpful to protect these people. For fuck's sakes. Do not be coming out to their corner swinging for them. $5 from Autistic Wolf. I hope I was the reason everyone started spamming the members emotes. Where's yours? Claw Smurfo. Claw It's Time. Claw Yes Man. Claw Sax Weirdo. Claw Smuggo. Claw Nugchamp. We've got 6 emotes and they're really good, and I'm gonna add more soon on a stream. One of the chill ones. If you're there and we're doing like guitar or something, maybe we'll do emotes on that, you know. But I haven't done a bass stream in a little while. I'll do one soon, but yeah, no. Join today to get some cool emotes and stuff, and we'll be getting more soon. I'm hoping if you have any emote stuff you want to submit, maybe put it in the art and selfies thing on the Discord channel. The Discord server. Maybe if one of the mods is watching right now, mods, if you're able, maybe make like an emote suggestions thread or whatever in the art and selfies, so that people can go in there and they can upload their thing. You know, maybe people have. If you have like a what I need right now is an artistic interpretation of Sangi. That's like a PNG that I can use, and it looks good at a small resolution. Like, it can't be black and white because it'll be too pixelated. But if it's like a draw, I don't want to use his actual picture. I don't want to use, I mean, like, Tony Kornheiser is not gonna fucking sue me or whatever for using him in a chat room. But like, you're not really supposed to use people's faces for emotes. I think in the case of like somebody like that, it's fine. But yeah, I would rather use a Sangi, like an image of Sangi, a drawing or something like that. Something that would work as an emote. If you are submitting, make sure that make sure if you're gonna do an emote thing, if it's like something, I don't know, if it's like a screen cap from a video or something, like we have a number of slots available. And if you want to do some submissions, I don't know if the thread will be available if anybody's making that, but if it's not, just put them in the art and selfies thing if you're on the Discord. But make sure that you view it at a small resolution, you know? Like the size that it would be in the chat room, just to see if it's got any text or anything. That could be difficult. The Tony Kornheiser one is just right. You can make out that it's a guy, like, and he's pumping his fists and then it says it's time. It's just the right size. So like, yeah, and you know, there's like, I don't know. I don't know the exact dimensions. It doesn't really matter the exact dimensions. I think it does on Twitch. I can just resize them a bit. But yeah, no. I wanna do some more emotes soon. There's a number of slots available, and having some suggestions. If it's something from a stream that like you know you cut out someone's head or something, it'd have to be something pretty good. I don't want to just fill the emotes with just like some guy's face from a stream that was kind of funny 4 years ago or whatever. If we're doing that, make sure it's something really good, something, you know, that everybody will like a Sangi or whatever, like a Susan. You know, we don't have a Susan emote yet. Maybe I'll do Neil. I don't know. $10 from the Be Gone corner. Soyjack.party had their own CP issues too, since their site was full of a vocal minority of Discord teenagers who shared it and animal torture around. Chans are 18+ for a reason. Well, I don't know anything about the Soyjack people. I assume there's some kind of an offshoot of 4chan people, and, you know, obviously I certainly didn't use every board, and I don't condone everything that ever happens on 4chan, but I have my history with 4chan, and I liked using the site, so I don't know. I'm assuming that there's some people on the site that are perfectly valid, bestie, perfectly ordinary people, who are just looking to have some laughs or whatever. But yeah, no, I know. I mean, 8chan had a similar thing too, I remember. I mean, again, lest we forget, famous YouTuber Foldable Ideas, Dan Olsen, Foldable Human or whatever his name is. He apparently allegedly uploaded fucking CP to 8chan so that he could then go and report 8chan for having CP on it. Like, allegedly, I don't know how necessarily all the facts of it, but that was the old meme. I don't know how true that actually is. But that was Gamergate lore. Check out Loud Equals Funny Gamergate episodes for more. Again, not implicating anyone, but yeah, every time that guy's name comes up, there's a lot of YouTubers that I'll watch who are like, go check out Dan Olsen's video. I'm like, I remember that guy. And he's still a clown. He was like coming out against Quentin Reviews when he was getting like canceled, and it turned out that Quentin was pretty much in the right completely, and Dan Olsen was just like, oh, you're such a shit. And like, okay. I don't know. There's some people. I've been watching some more, I don't know, political stuff lately, and a lot of it I'll get 5 minutes in and I'm like, no, you used the word microaggression twice. I'm done. No. I can see the point you're making is maybe 10%, 20% right, but no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm out of here. So a lot of this stuff just reminds me of, oh man, it just never ends. The fucking the old days, the old attack helicopter days. It just never ends. $5 from a lady class. I'm pansexual, bisexual with extra steps, left-leaning, and support trans and non-binary people, and I don't claim people like Goonclown and friends. Well, you know, I mean that's fair, but it's like, what does claiming people mean? Like, you know, the community or whatever, like, what are they ousted from the, as far as I know, the trans community or any like LGBT community, it is just based on I want to fuck this or I am this or whatever. Like, it's a sexual thing, so it's like, I don't know that you can necessarily just not claim, I don't know that that's what it is. Like, I don't know, it's the same as like if some crazy epic gamer commits a fucking shooting and it's like, well, that doesn't reflect on all of us, you know. Like, again, Adam Lanza, or whatever his name was, like, I think he was, like, playing fucking... I remember he was playing Mass Effect 3 or something before the shooting happened, and people on 4chan were like, well, at least this will make Mass Effect 3 look bad. There is an image that I still have saved that is a Tony Kornheiser meme of him saying, kinda awesome, that somebody posted, with the post said something to the effect of, all these dead kids were worth it, which is a very uncool joke. That's not acceptable. You can't say that. That's not an acceptable joke. And so I definitely did not save that image with that as the title of the image. That would be unreasonable. That would be just too edgy. No, yeah, I don't know about not just claiming people, that, you know, I guess that's how you would say it. I don't know how exactly to go about this sort of thing, but yeah, you know, being in that community, it's, I don't know, again, it's just about, like, acknowledging that this kind of thing is happening, acknowledging that the right-wing conspiracy theorists, the angry right-wing teenagers who are harassing and taking people out of context, you know, maybe there's some validity to some of the things they're saying. Maybe it's not all insane conspiracies. Maybe some of this is real. It certainly doesn't mean every person out there is crazy, unhinged, degenerate, you know, just because they're trans or whatever. That's obviously going quite a bit too far, but it is happening, and it is something to just, you know, acknowledge, I guess, to some extent. I don't know. $49.99, $50 from Cordelia specifically. Hello, Talon Parent. Nice to catch a stream. Any advice for me? Dealing with wackadoos trying to cancel me online saying I'm all the phobics. It's really annoying, but they're a fellow local performer, so I can't just put bleach in his coffee. XOXO. Well, thank you for the $50. I appreciate it. I don't know the scenario. Perhaps you are all of the phobics. I mean, it's possible to be those things. It's just that, you know, some people definitely overuse those words and attribute. I mean, we're getting a little bit more. It's like mostly Twitter now, I think. We're kind of getting past the era where people are like so mad at you if you just make a joke. I think people are aware that jokes don't kill people. For a long time there was this thing of like, but that's reinforcing stereotypes. It's like, I don't know, man. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Like, you need to be willing to have people make jokes about things, or you're going to look insane. And I think that, like, leftist people realize that at this point. To some extent, I don't know. But I don't know about your situation. I think that, you know, I don't know, calmly discuss it with them in some way. I don't know, fellow local performer. Have a rap battle. You know what you do? Not a rap battle. You do like a Guitar Hero 3 Devil Went Down to Georgia guitar battle, where you like, you know that game has like power-ups, like attack moves, you know, in the guitar battle mode. So like you hit a thing and your opponent has like to whammy bar or something to be able to hit notes again, or something like that. You could do something like that, but instead it's like you're both playing the same song and you just like start like shouting like I'm not racist while you're playing like at him, and that'll throw him off balance. Like, I don't know, all the phobics that, I mean, where did that come from? You know, you're raising more questions than I'm going to be able to answer here. But thank you very much. $10 from Sidson City official YouTube. This is what Sidson.city wins. Well, I don't know if that's a website. Don't go to it. But you know, my boy Sidson City YouTube official. You know, millions of subscribers. I never thought, like, Cat Icarus and Cynical Reviews were here last week, but I never thought Sidson City official YouTube would be here, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now I've hit the big time. That's like talking to Mr. Beast, or Mr. Beast's possible groomer friend, allegedly. $2 from Victor Martinez. I have nothing to say for this stream. I don't blame you, buddy. I don't blame you. $2 from Seagriff12, Astro Boy Productions. Enjoy the cringe cleanser. Yeah, we're gonna watch a little of this 9/11 tribute from the Super Origami Kingdom people. I have to see this before we're done the stream. We're gonna watch a little of that. So thank you. $5 from Victor Martinez. Missed out on most of this. Spent time with my dad shopping, but I get the gist. I'm gonna need a shower after this. Well, what happens if you listen to me stream, like, reading the posts while you're in the shower? Do you think that would be... Yeah, what would the production... What would that produce? I don't know. But, you know, take care of yourself. Freakazoid has become a member. Thank you very much, Freakazoid. Become a new... Freak! $5 from Bloodmark Mentor. Excessive, unadulterated violence against these weirdos. I mean... That's the problem, though, you know, excessive on, like, I know you're joking. I think you said the same thing about, like, Snake Thing or whatever back in the day. I've seen the same sort of message. But it's slippery territory, because, again, you're gonna get people who are like, oh, these weirdos, you mean all trans people, like, and obviously not, but that's... No, I don't know. I don't know that violence is necessarily the answer. I think that incarceration, you know, for one thing, but, like, I don't know, violence, you know, just because you're, like, angry at these people for existing and doing fucked up things, it's a little bit of a baseline urge to want to, like, rip and tear until it is done, so to speak, but I don't know. I think there's probably better ways of handling things, you know. That certainly would be cathartic. I'll give you that. $5 from Felix. I just came in here. Where did you find this person? Once again, shouting out the YouTuber Lanza. A friend of mine linked me to a Lanza video recently talking about Giggly Goonclown. I think they called him, like, the darkest lolcow on the internet. And my initial thought was, oh, I highly doubt it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know that this is worse than Snake Thing. Snake Thing actually went to jail and was found, like, prison, and was found guilty of doing a lot of very, very fucked up stuff. It remains to be seen what this guy is found guilty of doing. And a lot of the other people involved in that crew were also proven to be doing quite some awful shit as well. This guy, I mean, I think there is a lot of proof that he was doing some pretty bad stuff, though, so I don't know that it's on par the stuff that I've heard, like, I don't know what, he's, like, giving porn to minors and stuff, it's bad. It's definitely bad. It's not as bad as, like, raping deer carcasses and shit. You know, like, I don't know if it's quite on the level of, like, a Cepheus or a Snake Thing or whatever. But if you're talking about lolcows, I don't know that Cepheus and Snake Thing count really as lolcows. This guy counts more as a lolcow. I mean, those people are abnormalities. But to call this guy the darkest lolcow, I mean, even then you're up against, like, a Nick Bate, who has been in prison for, like, a decade. I think he comes out of prison soon, or has already come out of jail, but Nick Bate, you know, even somebody like Chris Chan, like, I don't know, like, Chris Chan, you know, what he did to his mother is reprehensible in ways, too, that, like, I don't know, it depends on how you view things. If this guy is to... I don't know how much he did with his, like, nieces, or whatever, his niece and nephews he talks about. He talks about, like, things he wanted to do with them, but he doesn't really get into, like, things that he actually did. Snake Thing would talk about how he would, like, be alone with his little baby brother or whatever, or, like, his little baby nephew, stuff like that. And so, yeah, I mean, that's pretty bad. Turn this down a little bit. That's pretty bad. It depends on your view of things, certainly, if this guy's, like, the worst lolcow out there. But that's where I found him from, the Lanza video. Go check out Lanza. There's other videos about people like this. I'll probably look at his channel some more and find some more things that I'm like, oh, you know, because I only talk about something if I also have things to say that, like, because Lanza's mostly bringing out, like, the facts of the situation. And I can watch his stuff and be like, oh, this is where I get to just speculate and opine and shoot the shit with Chad and be an asshole and make jokes. You know, that's my role. That's my thing. So, you know, yeah, I'll probably look at his stuff, maybe get inspired to talk about it. It has been a while since I've talked about Sappho, Hypnotist Sappho. And there was certainly, I don't know if it was him or somebody else who made a video about Sappho recently. There's been a few. But there was certainly some updates with Sappho. There's going to be more sex predators in the future, probably, showing up. Because it's been a while, and I try not to go out of my way to find these things. But it is, like, if there's something that's interesting to me, like, I'll talk about it. I mean, I don't know. In the case of, like, zoophile, people have come to me like, hey, there's a zoophile podcast you need to talk about, and I'm like, I don't know. What else is there to say to a zoophile podcast? You know, like, what else is there to really, you know, it's bad and it's wrong. I mean, I don't know, the one that I was recommended, I think it was, like, teenagers doing, like, a zoophile podcast, or maybe there's a few, I think. But I haven't heard any of them that have had really good, like, arguments in favor of it. I don't know. So it's like, I could pick the low-hanging fruit and just bully some stupid-ass podcast with, like, 2 followers. Or I could just say, you know, I don't need to talk about, like, sex weirdos every week on my stream, necessarily, but, you know, there are a few out there who they've been piling up lately. Let's put it this way, they've been piling up. I keep getting whispers of people like Smash Bandicoot and all of these names that I'm like, yeah, I'll look into it eventually. And I don't know, I guess the levee is fucking broken, because now maybe we're going to be looking into some more of them in the time to follow. But yeah, more Sangies for the stream. $5 from Cordelia specifically. I'm in the LGBT community in Seattle, at least. Here, if we find out about these shenanigans, the person would world be ostracized. Oh, you deserve to be ostracized for that typo. Yeah, no, I mean, I guess that's fair. You wouldn't get invited to the degenerate sex parties that you guys are all having, I'm sure. That's what Daily Wire once told me. You know, yeah, there's a degree of ostracism, sure. I mean, if you know about that going on, certainly. It's kind of more online. I mean, most of this stuff is happening online, though. You're talking about, like, people in person in Seattle or whatever. Most of this is Twitter and Discord and, like, weird Chan boards and shit, because I know that there was the 4chan femboy grooming cult on R9K. So there's, like, Chan boards are involved. But yeah, it's mostly the internet. It's not a lot. I mean, this is probably also happening in real life, certainly, but You know, a lot of it is happening over the internet and then moving to real life, so I don't know that you can necessarily... Again, it's like, don't hold them, you know, hold them accountable and within your community, for sure, but I don't know, it's about holding these fucking people accountable on the internet, too. Like, there has to be a point where we all just collectively, nope, this is not acceptable anymore, and you are no longer just, haha, I'm just part of the LGBT, because this is how it happens, too, is you get these people who are, like, trans or gay or whatever, and then they start, and then one or two specific people start, like, encroaching with, like, oh, but I'm also this, and I'm also into this, and it's like, you're like, guilted into, like, oh, well, shit, I don't want to be a homophobe or something. I guess it's okay that you like to eat shit, I suppose, I guess. And it's like, no, that's not okay. It's worse for... I don't know. I would say accepting these things because, oh, they're just, like, trans or they're just gay. Like, oh, he's into this really horrible, fucked up thing. Oh, well, he's just, you know, he's just expressing himself. No, that is probably... You probably have some issues with your own perception of, like, the LGBT community in that case. If you're just willing to let that slide. That's offensive in ways of, like, I don't know. That's like, yeah, that's to just be like, oh, well, he's gay, so it's fine that he does this. Or he's trans, they're trans, it's fine that they do this. Like, and obviously with something that's this open, I don't think a lot of people are going to be, like, coming out in support of the DMs, like, the very explicit stuff. But even just this, like, they were posting on Maine about, like, the early porn indoctrination shit. A lot of this stuff was very explicit and out there, talking about how they were into loli and stuff on Twitter, all this stuff. A lot of this stuff was out there. Like, Nick Bate was another one who, I mean, he wasn't gay or anything, but... You know, he was one who was just openly discussing this shit on Twitter, on Maine. It's like, yeah, you just need to, like, I don't know, this shit ain't jokes. It's the same when you see somebody who's, like, joking about shooting up a school. Like, yeah, you might be joking, but we really can't, like, take that risk anymore. We can't really take that risk anymore. It's like why we need to take our shoes off at the airport. Because one fucking terrorist ruined it for everyone forever. And now we don't have freedoms. You know, thanks a lot, Obama. You know? Now, yeah, you can't really... There's things that you cannot really make a lot of jokes about these days. I mean, depending on what the joke is, maybe, I don't know. But there's things that are like, yep, no, you can't... This is a dangerous thing. And we can't be sure that you're not being serious. And the authorities can't be sure, and it's not worth... It is worth infringing on your supposed freedoms to potentially save, like, multiple lives, you know? Or to potentially stop somebody from being groomed or whatever. Like, I don't know. There is a level of, like, yeah, this is just not... If you know somebody who's just haha joking about something like this, like, no, that's not okay. $10 from the Begone corner. Soyjack went to shit because of Kolima's BS of refusing to be upfront about anything, on top of the Discord kids being emboldened to dox randoms for no reason. I mean, I don't know anything about these people. I think I found the Soyjack kids videos. I found those. I think those are related maybe to them. But I don't know. I don't know. Those were kind of funny and a little disturbing. They were a little bit disturbing. But if they were just made to troll or whatever, I guess that's all well and good. $10 from Natalie Danussi. Go on, Klosh. Go on, Claw! Shit on him! Oh, man, it's a shame that I associate that with, the Nostalgia Critic thing now. Somebody showed me an image the other day of, Russian roulette, and it's a Spotify playlist with 5 copies of Comfortably Numb by Pink Floyd, and one that's just, that's the Wall version, Comfortably Dumb. The Nostalgia Critic, the Wall version, rather, Comfortably Dumb. So, you play it on shuffle, you get 5 chances to get lucky. But one of them might be a bullet. You might get the Nostalgia Critic one. And that was pretty good. Then I need to find that image again and put that in my my pre-stream thing. $5 from Cancer Connoisseur. The popular, loud, public face minority doing horrible things creates horrible stereotypes for the majority of us. And Chris Chan isn't trans. There's some argument there. I think it's like there's some argument that Chris could be. I think there's equal argument both ways. Because there were a lot of tendencies, feminine tendencies early on, and there was a lot of, like, early, like, what would you say, like, foreshadowing? Like, there was a lot of comments on the Geno Samuel documentary about, like, Chris Chan's life foreshadowed itself better than any writer could. People saying stuff like that, and, like, yeah, a lot of things where he was, like, adamant about how he was not gay and all this stuff. Like, there's reasons why you might think that he is trans. I don't think it's like a fucking indictment of a person as a moral human being if they call Chris a guy, though. Like, especially with Chris specifically, it's like, it's not really all that cut and dry either way, and it's like up to interpretation, really. He views himself as female. I guess if you want to acknowledge and respect that, that's fine. But he also views a lot of other crazy shit as happening too. So it's like, I don't know. Again, where do you draw the line? I don't know. $2 from Autistic Wolf. On topic, any thoughts on Milo Yiannopoulos? I mean, I don't know. I haven't heard much about him in years. I heard he was also a groomer. But I remember he was, the quick and dirty. He, from the Loud Equals Funny Gamergate episodes, he was a guy who, at a time when it felt like the entire media was targeted against a certain viewpoint, which wasn't even like the Republican right-wing viewpoint. It was just like, please don't make every article about every game like political. Don't make every, like just kind of reasonable, like, stuff. He came along and he was like, oh, I'll talk to you guys, I'll give you interviews, I'll give you a platform, and it was not immediately evident at the age of like 18 or whatever the fuck in 2014. It was not immediately evident that he was pretty much just using us in the exact opposite way to, like, yellow journalism from the other perspective, unethical journalism. Yeah, he seems to be a hack. I mean, I don't know. Again, I haven't followed his career or anything. I heard that he was like a groomer, but he's seems to be a pretty much just like a hack. He writes stories for people who believe a certain thing to read and go, yes, I believe that thing, and this confirms what I believe. And they're not necessarily always the most, balanced or whatever. But then I'm just a fucking enlightened centrist. So there you go. $2 from Autistic Wolf. Remember, Sappho likes German shepherds. You're welcome. Well, I mean, I'll shudder in horror thinking about that if I ever get a German shepherd dog. I might get a dog. I may very well wind up with a dog or a cat sometime soon. Probably a dog, because I'm allergic to cats. I might be allergic to dogs, too, but I don't know. It's probably a dog would be fine. Not just because I have a bunch of pet food, but because I found out that you can rescue them, and they're not... I always thought it was like, oh, I have to get a dog. If I want to get a dog, it's like $500 to go buy a dog. No, I mean, like... I mean, and I knew that you could rescue them, but I thought they still made you pay a fee. Maybe they do, but it's like, I think it's pretty reasonable to just get a dog. The whole thing is like, responsibility and whatnot. I've never had a pet. I'm thinking about it. I think I could probably be a good dog father if I wanted to be. $2 from Autistic Wolf. Chris was obviously tricked into thinking he's trans. Yeah, I mean, that's why I say, like, it's not... If you want to say that it's, like, morally wrong to misgender people if you know their preference and you're, like, disrespecting them, then that, that's fine. But with Chris specifically, I really take issue with that, because I feel like it is an argument to be had, like, like the fucking NCR versus Legion. It's like, I don't know, there are kind of good and bad points to both sides, a little bit. Like, a little bit, like, yeah, he was fucking tricked hardcore into thinking he's trans. He super was. But also, there was a lot of stuff before that, indicated that he might have already been going that way. I don't know. It's an argument to be had. I don't think that it's like, I don't know. The people that try to act like all moral about Chris's fucking gender on Twitter, it's like, it's not, I don't know, man. It's not any more serious than his fucking Sonichu shit. Let's just put it that way. I don't know why, I don't know. I don't know why that's a problem for people. $2 from Egg Johnson. Good evening, Claw. Weezer stream? Joking, that's torture. What, like a stream looking at, like, listening to Weezer? I'm not really a Weezer fan. So, yeah, that probably would be torture. By the way, this song goes hard. This is the Cathedral. I am not this far. I'm back. I've returned to New York in my playthrough. So this is later on in the game. I remember the fucking Paris Cathedral shit. Man, this one's good. It's got the fucking organ happening. Damn. Well, that'll do it for the stream. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you for the super chat, folks. Tune in sometime soon when we look at more Gooner people. Probably less insane, slightly, but we will be looking at Reddit Gooner communities, Goon caves, if I can show any of them. Maybe I will find some, you know what, I might find some select images. We'll do it kind of like the Scum Room stream. I'll find some images and I'll, like, blur out the naughty bits, and you can kind of, I think you'll be able to get the gist of what it is, you know, when we do that. I think that'll be fine. So yeah, probably, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, I don't know, sometime soon. There might be another stream before then, who knows, but, more stuff coming. So thanks for watching. I hope you vomited. Take it easy. Penis. I can't believe I'm going to watch a Neil Breen film tonight. I can't believe I'm doing this. How could I do this? How could I go to watch a Neil Breen film tonight?